Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this is Many a True Nerd, and welcome to the RollerCoaster Tycoon 2 livestream community Playday Patreon thing. Claire, have I forgotten any words?
Hi, I'm Claire.
That wasn't
you didn't introduce me.
I hadn't got to that bit yet. I hadn't done saying what we were doing yet. It was really flipping lots of stuff. Yes, hello, anyway, I'm John.
I'm Claire.
And hang on, this is where things get interesting, because there's also 20 other people. What I'm going to try and do now is let them say hello, which they're hopefully going to be able to do in just a second. Let's get the volume mixer back up here. Alright, so, okay, voice chat over in Discord. Quiet for a second, please. Alright. Hello, Discord!
Hello! Greetings, people.
There we go. Right, now let's silence them and then never let them speak again, basically. So, basically... Let's explain. Oh, sorry, I forgot to do the intro. Wait. I set up a bit and asked someone to actually do it, and then I actually didn't. So, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and I told you to write the word welcome. You were supposed to write the word welcome so that I could do welcome to RollerCoaster. You god damn! Burn this event to the ground. We're never doing this event again. Oh dear. Right. Yes. So, for those of you who don't know what's really going on right now, basically, RollerCoaster Tycoon 2 does not have multiplayer, and we're already starting to drop people, so that's a good sign. RollerCoaster Tycoon 2 does not have multiplayer. There is a mod called Open RCT2 that adds multiplayer. We've just ruined this bit of the park, so let's hope we don't need that in a hurry. That adds multiplayer to RCT2. So, me and... how many of the people have we got in here right now? Let's check. We've got... what looks like 30, there's 30 people in the chat. I'm not sure if there's 30 people there. I think it's about 20. Yeah, someone's saying about 20 there. That's them. They get to chat down here. I've asked them politely not to swear. So there's 27 other people in here with me, which is why we've got this really quite large park, which we're going to be trying to fill together. We're going to be trying to create... why is there a volcano there? Guys... the building's not supposed to have begun yet. This is the Many a True Park. People aren't allowed to come into it yet. We've got literally all the technology. So if I go over to all the rides, not just all the stuff you'll be familiar with, but potentially some stuff you haven't actually seen before is going to be there as well. The reason for that is this is all the DLC as well. So for example, I'd never seen the flipping Italian police ride before, but it's a thing apparently. So we've got all the rides, all the technology, and you can't actually have quite all the theming. Like, we looked into this. But it doesn't all quite fit. So we've kind of picked the theming we like. Like, we made sure that we... like we got all the Roman theming. We made sure we got the Roman theming, and the jungle theming is quite nice, and we've got the dinosaur theming and whatever. I think there's, like, some bits we're missing, because you can't even quite all fit it in. So we've kind of got a load of theming as well. So we haven't got literally quite everything. But everything's already been researched, there's no research. And there's no money either. So basically we just get to build whatever the hell we want. And I want to see how much 27 people under my control, because they're all going to follow orders and be obedient and so forth. We're going to see how much of this park we can actually build during this area. It's going to be absolutely beautiful. I don't like how many people immediately put control in inverted commas. Down over there, and I must remember to also have this window up front. This is by far the most complicated thing we've ever tried. Apologies for apologies people who showed up at 4 p.m. What actually happened there was not actually me messing up the game. What happened there is apparently my car alarm was going off, so I needed to go and check my car outside.
Like, apparently all of last
night. Yes, it was going all of last night, and we didn't hear it. So that's kind of unfortunate. So we've really annoyed the neighbours. Never mind. Now what we need to do is we need to build a park together. Claire, is the chat saying the volume's all fine? Actually, there's barely any volume for the game right now, because like until we actually build stuff, the game is silent until we start building stuff, so we won't actually know what the volume's like.
No, everyone is mostly mocking the idea that you're going to control everyone else.
I'm going to control everyone else. How many people have we got in the YouTube chat right now? How many people have...
how many people do we have watching on YouTube right now? We have almost 1,300.
1,300. Good start. We can do better. Damn it.
People are talking about puns to do in the chat yet. We've already had one super chat donation from Brandon. Thank you very much. Gave us $10 and said we should give you should give us even a roller coaster of doom.
Yes, there will definitely be a roller coaster of doom at some point, I'm sure. We've also got, there's thanks in particular to, there's two people that especially need shouting out for this. One of which is Derpy. Derpy is one of our Discord staff. He is basically running the server for this. He also built this land, because like the default like just massive sandbox is just flat. So he actually just built this land for us with like lovely big lakes and little hills and whatever. So Derpy deserves a really big shout out. So everyone say thank you, Derpy, over in the chat. Derpy says, indeed, he did indeed click buttons. There's Derpy chap right there. And Thomas as well. Thomas, our usual mod in these things, who has also helped out an awful lot and is helping to control the Discord voice chat, which you can't hear right now because I've got it silenced. But if we just kind of increase the volume. Oh my goodness, they're actually being quiet and listening. They're actually being obedient little kittens right now.
Don't get used
Marvellous. Excellent. It's like being a school teacher. They were actually all being quiet and listening to me. That's more like it, damn it. Right, so we need to start building at this point. There's no need to kind of not start building in the slightest. So if we don't already, does everyone now have building permissions down there? Derpy, I think you're controlling that. Does everyone have building permissions?
Also, the chat says we should call the park Parks Romana.
Parks Romana. We'll name a land Parks Romana. When we set up Roman World, we'll definitely have Parks Romana. Right, so.
And cheers to Julian, who gave us €2 and said, #Derpy does all the work. That is very, very, very accurate.
Derpy has probably done more work than me setting up this. That is unquestionably true.
That's not probable.
Right.
Anyway.
So, first things first, Derpy, if you can be so kind, let's get everyone enabled for a nice little bit of building. Oh, I had one idea that's kind of going to help as well. We're building here. If you go off and you build something on your own, if you want to like reserve a bit of land that you want to fill up, can you please actually designate that you want it to be yours by using some form of fencing? There's loads of fencing in this game. So if you want to like, reserve a little bit of space for you to build your rides or whatever, then just get some fencing and actually block it off so we know that you want that bit, so to make sure we don't accidentally build into what you're building. That would be absolutely lovely. So I think what we need to do is we need to start off with how all good theme parks start off, which is like Nuka World has Nuka Town, USA, right as you kind of come in, just kind of the big open street at the beginning. And, that's a parody of Disneyland, where there's, I think it's called Main Street, USA, which is the first thing we find. What I want to do as a starting point is, I want to make that a bit more interesting, which is, I want to have the park, basically, the path that comes in divides into two. I want Main Street, USA on one side, and I want Market Street, UK on the other side. Okay, that's what we need to build. First up, we discussed candy yesterday, right? What we're going to do is, okay, you know what? No, I'm going to lay the first thing down right now, okay? We've got it's been a while since I've played this. I'm trying to remember where everything is at this point. It's down in... Wait, hang on. Shops are... Yeah, it's down at the bottom of the food shops. We're going to build... Where's the first thing you always want to build? You want to build yourself an information kiosk. There we are. The information kiosk. Good old information kiosk. And the information kiosk can indeed be Canada. I have caps locks on. There we are. Canada. There we are, that's better. That's what you want, because the thing is, when people come in, it means they're likely to bump into the information kiosk, like, really, really quickly and early on. So as a result, they're going to buy a map really early on, which is really, really useful, because people, I think their pathing's better if they've got a map. And I'm not doing any of this, by the way. This is just people together choosing to do things. So, let's get this started off here. Let's also have different, like, types of paths. So, we need kind of a USE path that goes down over this sort of a direction, and a UKE path, maybe like a more old schooly kind of like kind of shale or kind of like cobblestones, going more. I love how people are now arriving into this sort of an area. So we kind of need that going in this direction. Actually, I've got an idea as well, which is, as we've got this little dip here, what we probably want to do is, that's Canada right there, is I want to lower some of this down. Ooh, blimey. What is that supposed to be? I'm going to create a bit of a body of water in the middle, so there's like an ocean between the two of us, because that feels kind of appropriate. Do we want to rise it, or do we want to be on the ground? I feel like possibly we should level the land a bit better on this path, potentially, just because... Also, can we do anything about the weather? Do we have control over the weather so it's always nice, we can get rid of the rain? Because, damn it, it rains enough in England without it raining in this too. So let's just get a bit of water going on here. There's... The buildings have already started appearing. UK apparently has office blocks times plenty. Obviously, the thing is about building this nice little kind of area here. Oh, that's more like it. Now people are starting to get it. Now that we're kind of, building UK and US, I think we need to also acknowledge what's going on in the UK and the US right now. So I think what we should have is is Market Street UK should be kind of Brexit themed, and
Oh, come
and Main Street
on.
USA should be kind of Trump themed. So if anyone wants to just like start some fires or something, that'd be just perfect.
Well, you know, it's good because you tend to forget putting, you know, bins in there, so dumpster fires everywhere.
It's just a car in the ocean, lovely.
Also, shout out to a sometimes YouTuber who gave us £2. Thank you very much. Said Canada, all cap, Testro, whatever. I'm not up on my Canadian jokes, so...
What?
I don't know.
Canada what?
Testro? I don't know.
Test? What?
I don't know.
I don't know either. That's very confusing.
That is very confusing, but also thank you to MG Mount Nick, who what?
Grab the thing.
Oh yeah.
Hit the button.
Yeah,
Hit the button.
yeah,
Let's get this bit of the stream out of the way nice and early. Button in the middle. Over on the button's on the other side. There we go. There we go.
Sorry, I was just about to say thank you to Nick, who gave us $5 and said, "John, give us a ride called the Bean Flicker." Let's maybe not start with that.
Let's not start with that.
Da.
Hang on, which side is this supposed to be over here? Because this is the US side, because you've got the Statue of Liberty right here, which is fine. But why is that one kind of more like? I was kind of thinking that could look more like, you know, red carpety, advanced, ridiculous Americanisms. But no, we've kind of got skyscrapers in red. Why are the streets in the UK red?
Why are we building America on the
Very, very confusing. Also, apparently, I didn't quite minimise the. You might have just been able to hear just for a second there. Other people in the background, I didn't quite minimise that. I think I'm actually going to start working on the first ride. Basically, the way this should work is people over in the Discord should feel free to basically build wherever you want. Just agree together to build stuff. Feel free to build rides and whatever. I think like building your own assets out of pieces like is going on here should definitely be kind of preferred over just kind of using like the prefabs. Someone's built a cupcake store. I'm going to build the first ride over here at the side of you. Why donuts? The UK is not known for donuts. The donut land should blatantly be in the US. Come on, people. Let's start thinking before we put down shops. Okay. Dear oh flipping dear. There we go. Right, yes. What I think we need to do here is popcorn. Popcorn?
Popcorn's allowed, John.
Oh, that's fries. Sorry, I thought that was popcorn, but no, it was a fries store. That's okay. We need. Where are the British stores? There must be like some actual British food here. Like
umbrella stand.
Umbrella stand. That's very, very British indeed.
Someone in the chat is, in fact, the English potato in the chat is suggesting a ride called Julius Coaster.
Julius Coaster, yeah.
We also got a super chat donation from Pip for Pig. Thank you very much, who gave us $2 Australian and asked how you are, John.
I'm very well, thank you.
And said it's 1:40 a.m. in Australia.
Mm-hmm.
So as ever, thank you Australians and Kiwis who stay up for these. Yes.
I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to build the first little kind of ride of the whole thing. I'm going to build a little actual proper ride there. That's a car ride, I want kind of like a nice... the river... the river rafts is...
Oh, someone... Lee the Emperor pointed out that the fry store can be for a fish and chip.
Yep, fish and chips. Yep, put a seafood shop next to that. Sounds disgusting, but I'm sure it'll be absolutely beautiful and fine.
Oh, there's nothing wrong with a chippy stall.
I think the motor. I'm going to start with a nice motor. I'm going to start with a little motorcycle thing over here. I've got a plan of it, which I'm just going to do a nice little kind of like introductory ride for some people as they kind of arrive into the park. So I'm just going to build just a little thing. It doesn't need to be a big ride at all. What I'm going to do is this is going to be a nice simple ride here. Let's just get that nice and low. It doesn't need to be that low. And actually, you know what? I'll actually raise that a little bit. I'm going to raise that a little bit so we can have a little... I think, is that big enough to be a tunnel? Or does it need to be... I think it needs to be... No, that's fine. That's fine to be a tunnel. It's a very small ride. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have this coming out of here. And then we need to have this going up one level as well. I'm going to have that turned to the right like this, or rather the left. And then I'm going to lower that by one level. There we go. That's fine. Actually, I might be able to raise that back up. Am I allowed to raise that back up? No, I'm allowed to raise that by 1, not by 2. Which is... That's not what I wanted to raise up. Sometimes the perspectives in this game were a little bit on the skewy side, but it's fine. And I've got a plan for this little ride, don't you worry. This ride, actually, I didn't realise this ride can't even have ups and downs. It's entirely got to be flat. But that's okay. I've got a little plan. I just want to have a nice little starting ride here. This is going to be a nice little adventure for people to go on. It's a nice little gentle ride, and pretty soon I think we'll just kind of, after that, we'll just probably pretty much take it straight back down. I want a little bit of space in the middle around here, and then just a nice long curve in this sort of a direction. And then maybe we'll have a nice little, an S-bend, why not? And then I think we're coming up on a left turn, then a straight, and then that is literally it. Now, obviously, that would be a little bit naff on its own, so we need to properly kind of, set all this up and theme it and whatever. So I'm going to raise up some land around here, and I am going to have...
Yeah, the chat already has a lot of suggestions for the themes that we should...
Shout out the suggestions, because if you shout out the suggestions, then the Discord chat will hear it, and the Discord chat should totally listen to what the chat has to say down in the YouTube comments to see what they all want to be built, and then we can use that for ideas.
Nice. So, Blazing Boar says, John, you need to make a double pike beam roller coaster.
The double pipe beam. Oh yeah, 2 roller coasters, but like synced up, so you can sync up roller coasters in this game.
Oh, that's cool.
So you can set them to, like, if you have 2 stations adjacent to each other, like there and there, then you can set them to coordinate. And you can use that to, like, have them running side by side. So, like, if one of them has the inside tracker, they'll get ahead. But then if you keep them next to each other, they'll catch up on each other, which is really, really damn cool.
Bobtron said, is there going to be a Fallout theme area or a Skyrim theme area? A lot of people are picking up on having a Skyrim land even.
Skyrim land? Actually, you know what I really want to do? Alright, special project for someone who's feeling, oh blimey, stuff is happening over here. A special project for someone who feels like doing it. Designate a little bit of land to be Skyrim land. I would like someone to try and build, in its entirety, Whiterun. Get like the tools, get the height tools,
Just
build
all of Whiterun.
You're literally all of Whiterun. So like just get the height tools, build like a raised area, have the actual paths people can run on be the paths through Whiterun, and then just build like little fantasy houses around the outside of it, and see if you can get like, the outer loop, the inner loop. The outer loop kind of there, the inner loop further up, and then like a path up to actual Dragon's Reach. Not the entirety of Skyrim, let's just start off with Whiterun. But anyone who's feeling ambitious, actually begin project, one of you back down there, figure out project. Because I've got something really special planned for this part of the world, okay? I just need to remember where everything is. Where's the...
Now, other people
land?
are saying...
So here it is, yeah.
A Viking longboat ride for medieval, and then Nuka World area.
I think the whole thing kind of Nuka World.
Yeah.
So I want big jungly trees around here. I need the big jungly trees. What's kind of a nice jungly tree? Because some of you might start vaguely guessing where I'm going with this one, which is going to have some... This one's going to have trees all over the shop.
And a couple of shout-outs for people who have given us little super chat donations.
Thank you very much to everyone involved with that.
Thank you to Patrick, who gave us $2 and said a Ben-Or-themed ride is essential.
Ben-Or-themed ride, I quite agree.
And I Am Hedge gave us £5 and said, I demand a part of the park dedicated to Ben-Or, so that is definitely happening.
I think that will definitely happen, yeah, absolutely.
Ollie3, who is a repeat viewer.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yes, we definitely know Ollie. We definitely know Ollie.
Gave us €5 and said you should take a sandy spot away from everything else and name it Australia.
Aww.
Well, it can have, like, really hardcore rides on it, like, really dangerous ones.
No, you may have just seen it. Just said network desync. That doesn't mean anything's gone horribly wrong. It just means that it's just going to take a moment at some point to get itself resynced together. That does not mean I've dropped from the server. It will tell me if that's happening, because I can still see people are building some stuff over there already, so that is absolutely fine. Because yeah, I've got myself. I can just come up with like some thick enough trees around here for this particular little ride. Because I need like a really thick line of trees right here. Actually, ooh, I've just realised what I need to do. Actually, I'm gonna redo this a little bit. I'm just gonna get rid of some of this.
Oh yeah. So the chat is telling me that red is USA apparently, so I don't know if they mean that the portion of the park where the red carpet is USA.
Oh, I think they've changed. I think they've changed. Ah, they have, because we've started to have merry-go-rounds surrounded by castle walls over here. We've still got a helicopter, which possibly is designed to like demonstrate the rich-poor divide in the UK.
Maybe it's that helicopter that like James Bond used to bring the Queen to the Olympics or whatever.
I've got the also the text chat that the Discord app that all the people who are playing this is using right now as well. Someone has just shared a map of Whiterun, so someone at least is thinking about giving this a go, which I absolutely adore. Right, so now we need to get.
Ooh, thank you, Bobtron, who suggested you need to have a Cult of Claire themed area.
Cult of Claire themed area nonsense.
Do it, Discord, do it.
I should. Okay, you're asking. You're gonna regret this when whatever they come up with for the Cult of Claire themed area. You're gonna regret asking them to do this, Claire.
A Stellaris ride that goes to space.
Oh yes, Space Stellaris ride. That is definitely an idea worth kind of visiting. Yeah.
Sometimes YouTuber says the helicopter is for Theresa May and her allies to flee in.
That's makes sense.
Make an Orwell land where the rides and decorations are futuristically themed. I think probably Stellaris is going to be a little bit more of a chipper kind of a theme.
Good
park.
old Orwell land.
Orwell land. It has all the cameras.
I like Orwell land.
Tabby land. We should definitely have a Tabby land.
Yeah.
Thank you, Village.
Tabby land. I like the sound of Tabby land.
Jordan gave us $5. Thank you very much for your donation, and says, John, I never get to watch your streams because of work.
Oop.
So it's great that you're here. We're glad to have you. We've also got a message from Silent Ninja, who gave us $2 and says, you're hot. I'm assuming they mean, I don't know, the park maybe?
No, Claire, they mean me. They mean me. Probably.
Probably they do. We've got a message from Julian, who gave us €2 and says, you said you like tanks. Have you ever been to Bovington? Which I'm assuming is a tank place.
I'm guessing it is a tank place, yes. I don't know. I have not been to Bovington.
Do you like tanks, or do you just like Panzer medals?
Huh? A bit of column A, bit of column B.
Okay, so what do you got? Oh, Emily says, tell John we want an empty patch of land that represents John's lack of the Witcher playthrough.
Oh dear. Witcher will happen at some point, alright? It'll happen at some point.
A dating theme land.
Dating themed land?
Yeah, a dating sim themed land.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So thank you, Cameron, for that suggestion. That's really good. Solar Dragon says we should have a Dream Daddy roller coaster.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe the Benor ride should start in the Skyrim zone and then dip into the dating sim land and then go back into the Skyrim zone.
I think it would be very appropriate if the Benor ride just kind of dipped into the dating zone. That would be quite appropriate. I agree.
New Vegas land. Oh, so apparently Bovington is a tank museum.
I've heard, is that the one where they've got like the working T1 or something?
I don't know.
I think it might be.
And shout out to Patrick Jackson, who asked if there's room for Bend and Weir, which is a Dragon Riders of Pern reference. I don't think John.
I think at one point in a previous stream, someone figured out you were a Dragon Riders of Pern fan, and now the people who know those books are now just going to mention it a lot.
No, but like this, I have been very, very open about the Dragon Riders of Pern thing on other media. It was like something I was really obsessed with when I was a teenager. And we've got a message from Blob2112, who gave us £20 and says, just a quick message to say I love the variety of different games you play and no messing around with 10-minute videos, proper long videos that I can chill out and watch. Cheers, John. Love you, mate.
And only occasionally failing to start for half an hour due to my car's alarm going off.
That was like a very, like our neighbours rang the bell to say like, are you the person?
Did they sound really annoyed? Because they should have done.
Well, no, because they're very British. Like, she was clearly like, please just fix it before tonight.
I don't know what was wrong with it. That's the problem. I'm literally gonna go out to my car like before we go to bed tonight to check it's not going off.
And thank you to Ella, who gave us £5 and says, I was having a bad day. Thank you for cheering me up with this live stream.
You're very, very welcome indeed. Very glad to have you here.
Yeah, and I think that this is one that we wanted to do for a long time, like a
Yeah.
Playday involving many people, and this is one of
But
your favorite
why
games.
decided to do it like exactly the same time as like doing this sort of thing? Then yeah, this is it's madness to do this as a live stream. I'm just gonna zoom out occasionally and just see what.
Ooh.
Wow. Okay. Oh, is someone? I think someone's building the Circus Maximus over here. I think
Ooh, nice.
someone's actually building the Circus Maximus go-kart track. That's
Yeah,
really
that's
cool.
cool.
That is really, really damn cool.
Shout out to Ginger Ninja, who gave us $10 and says, I just got my MHEN t-shirts. They are awesome.
Ah, yes, the
So-
shirt. Oh, blimey, what the heck is this? Someone is building a custom house over here without the prefab assets.
Oh, that's cool.
That's
Oh,
really
it looks
cool.
really good.
Yeah, let's get a little look-see at that. This is really, really nice indeed. It's got, and on the plus side, you know what I really like about this house? Fire safety. Alright, I like a house that respects fire safety.
Well, that's the American
like, you
bit,
know
right?
what?
Like, that's-
I want like at least 12 fire escapes per wall. Alright?
You need a fire escape per like window thing, like in an American like building, and then they can like go out on the fire escape and do whatever hijinks people do in American shows.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we haven't received our many.
We haven't got our
t-shirt and
shirts,
mug
no.
yet. No, well, we didn't never get it. They just started shipping recently,
Yes,
and
that's
we're
true.
in the UK.
Mhm.
Like, we are going to get it relatively soon. But yeah, and also, speaking of specifically the stream and the multiplayer thing, we've had a couple people point out that it's not a mod, it's a re-implementation. So shout out to everyone who you corrected us on this, and particularly Alexander, who gave us 20 Norwegian krona with the message, it matters that it's not a mod, it's a re-implementation. So,
Oh, is that because of for like legal reasons or something?
I mean, also, maybe they just think it's really cool that actually RollerCoaster Tycoon did that,
Mm-hmm.
and that it's not where someone else, but yeah.
Oh, is it that? I thought it was fan made. I didn't know it was actually them.
Well, I mean, I don't know what else this means that it's a re-implementation. If I'm wrong, please do correct me in the,
Oh, we've got way more paths than I was expecting. I don't even know what that one is.
Wow, okay.
What on earth is this? Oh, that's a hell of a wacky path. Okay, right, wacky path. Very nice. Right, I think I need like a dirt path for what I'm planning right now. That's what I need. I need a nice dirt path. Right, yeah, that's right. To that, down, and straight. Lovely. Because some people might have vaguely guessed what I'm going for with this one by now. Because this is a fun mystery ride. This ride. And what I'm going to do, it might just give you a better idea. I'm just like a bit of path right there. So some people might have figured out vaguely what I'm thinking at this point. I don't think this is going to need a ton of queue space. This is going to be a kind of a very kind of small to the point ride, and I want it to be about there. That's absolutely fine. Because what I'm planning to do is now I'm going to use some staff. We've already got flipping. How many staff have we? Okay, fine. You've hired 12 handymen, but not one mechanic has been hired yet, and not one security guard. I'm going to hire an entertainer, and he's just in the middle of nowhere. And I'm going to put him right here, and I'm going to redress him as the Panda, or to put it another way, the Panda Bear. He is just there, he's a Panda Bear right there, because this ride, in fact, is not Monocycles 1. This ride is going to be the bear is still around. This is going to be the bear is still around ride, where you go on.
We're in the Skyrim zone now.
Huh? Actually, it's not. It's just a generic little ride. It's kind of, you know, it's outgrown Skyrim, quite frankly. Continuous circuit mode is fine.
You can build the Skyrim zone like on the side of it, so it touches because it's irrelevant.
All the rides are free, by the way. Money's not even a thing in this game. So as a result, I'm just going to open this ride. Yeah, we've got infinite
So you're
money.
not trying to make the park profitable or anything?
No,
you're
we've
just
got
building
no.
some
In
cool
fact, I
stuff.
think we've got. Yeah, I can't even set money for rides, which normally means there's probably got to be money is set at. No, I think we've just got money completely disabled because you can't take money at the front gate. So, who is going to be the first person to ride The Bear Is Still Around? Person
Ooh,
is
we've got,
looking for. Yeah.
We've got a couple of messages from the chat.
Yeah.
We've got a super chat message from the person with the best username. I think in the chat history, I think we can all agree. Sir Roderick Quincy von Thunderbottom, the Magnificent Hiking.
That's one way. That is one way to be remembered too, by having having an amazing name. Yep, sure.
Thank you very much. Gave us $5 Australian and said all the Australian rides must be upside down since we're down under.
Yeah, I agree.
Also,
I agree. We do Australia land. Oh, someone's built a really nice little, just like a little big long train.
Also, we need a roller coaster entirely underground called John's Perception.
That makes sense as well. Yep. So we've got a bunch of stuff just going here. Let's just go and revisit what everyone else has been doing. Some people are thankfully following the principle of laying out your fences if you want to reserve a little area, which is nice. By the way, we've got a lot of space to fill. Someone's gone right over here and just written "flip" in giant ice cubes.
That works.
Possibly because their ride didn't work out particularly. Their ride didn't work out.
Maybe they're not finished with it yet, John.
Someone has built a really big ride over here. I think they're just testing it right now because I think I actually saw someone. No, I think this is. That's open. It's just you kind of haven't connected it to the rest of the park, which is a slight oversight. The Circus Maximus is looking very, very good indeed. I like the fact you also got it all covered up. And whatever. There's definitely a few rides going on here where, ooh, there's splashdown going on over here. This is one of the types of ride I think is tied to the DLC. A water coaster. Very, very nice indeed. Let's just check how Britain and America are doing. So, over, yeah, we've changed this around. Britain still has fighter jets and poverty. And also giants.
What? Fighter jets and poverty?
Bloody conservative. This is what 8 years of conservative government does. Alright, we can't afford for our social housing to have more than 3 walls, but there's fighter jets. And I'd like to think that the giant spider is a reference to the Daily Star, which is never not worried about the risk of giant spiders coming to the UK. In fact, literally, I saw that giant spiders coming to the UK.
I've literally never seen that.
A giant spider or the Daily Star?
I mean, I have seen the Daily Star in the wild, but I've never seen the Daily Star being worried about giant spiders.
They constantly are. They constantly
makes
are.
A good change from all the other things that tabloids are worried about, which tends to be like 4.
We've gone from 0 mechanics to 12 since I mentioned it. So that's. I'm not even sure what this.
Anyway.
I'm not sure what this thing is down here. I can see there's a couple of huts and like a little table. It's like witchy. I don't know if that's like the witchy assets down there.
Can that be the Cult of Clare area where there's witches?
The Cult of Clare. Alright, fine. You know what? I'm putting up a sign.
No. They'll make a nice big area. It's fine.
Oh,
anyway,
no. Sorry.
Thank you, Bobtron. He reminded us that there should be another Captain John's non-sexual pirate adventure in this park.
Yeah.
That is a thing that we had discussed.
Read the names of the rides, someone's yelling, as well as Panda's Not Best. Yes, they are. They're called Panda Bears. So... read the names of the rides. Oh, I'm worried. Oh, okay. It's the Theresa May ride. That's why it's a giant spider. I see.
Yeah, that's appropriate.
Yeah, it's the Theresa May ride. And then we've got the Cast Yard Spinner over at the mono. Yep, okay, fine. I need to check the ride names. We've got, I like this. Someone's built just a little castle, which is like a little archery range and whatever. It's kind of like what I built in Parkitects back in the day. And then Brexit Simulator.
Oh.
You just get plugged in and then thrown up and then straight back down again. Actually, no. No. Unfortunately, I think if it would need to be Brexit Simulator.
Oh, are you gonna make it crash?
Brexit Simulator. This will be the easiest negotiation in the history of the world. This would be the oh no! Who could have seen this happening? No! Brexit Simulator has crashed.
Nice.
I think it needed to do that. I think now we don't check that. We just take it. We just leave it there. That just stays there smouldering for the rest of time at this point. And also that they're currently threatening to ban me for griefing.
I mean, to be fair, you did tell people not to do that.
I did tell people not to do exactly what I just did, but I'm John, damn it, I'm allowed. Oh, good.
Shout out to Cornelius in the chat, who's one of the other mods, who says 100% accurate political simulation. So very much agreed, and also thank you for modding and helping out.
Yep, thank you. Yes, indeed. We've got multiple. Oh, someone's raised a huge bit of land for something.
Oh yeah, we've got multiple.
Ah, the Whiterun plot. Someone's reserved a bit of area for Whiterun. Okay, someone's actually planning to make Whiterun right here. So this is going to be the start of Skyrim land. Thomas Punic, John, need I remind you that we're equals here? Thomas, I could ban you anytime I wanted.
Okay,
all right.
Do not ban Thomas.
Don't ban Thomas.
I mean,
okay.
don't ban other people, but especially don't ban super.
Oh, look, people are enjoying the bear is still around. There's people on the little motorcycles enjoying the bear is around. I wonder what its stats are. I know what its stats are. Low, low, and low. Yes.
Oh, yes. If anyone in the chat who's a regular was wondering where Thomas is building stuff in the park right now.
Yeah,
So
Thomas
that's
is
why he's not
actually in the park right
moderating
now. Thomas is actually in the park. Given all the hard work he's done, I definitely wanted to make sure he got himself a spot. Lovely. Ooh, mini golf. Someone's built a little mini golf course. They haven't quite finished it yet, but it is there. I'm liking it when the people are getting into the theming.
We've got a message from Gergely on the chat. I'm probably saying your name wrong. I'm sorry. John, are there any one-way roads in this game?
It's really difficult to do one-way systems in this game, because the way that people work is if they're on a straight path, they'll walk in a straight line forever, but if there's anything they could turn to look at, they have a chance of turning in. Say this cash machine right here, someone walking here has a chance to turn to the cash machine and look at it. Once they've looked at the cash machine, no matter what they do, they then have a chance to walk either one way or the other. So literally anything that they can turn to face will turn them around, but if there's nothing to make them turn around, they won't turn around. And in addition, you can also, in other ways, kind of use all signs as no entry signs. So if I just kind of click on this sign, I can turn any sign to a no entry sign and force people to not walk that way. So you can use that, like, generally that's useful for things like, say, if I put a no entry sign here, people couldn't walk up to the exit because that would be a pointless journey for them. So there's no point them actually doing that. I've decided what I think I want to do next is I'm going to build the Benor ride. I'm going to build, I think, a Benor ride.
So, we've got some comments in the chat about the Benor ride.
Okay.
A couple of people have said it should be a Viking longboat and it should be called Ben-Or. Like an oar for rowing.
Ben-Or.
Am I saying it wrong? Maybe
That's fine. That's fine.
I didn't ruin the pun. Great.
Yeah.
Great. Also, we've got a suggestion that the Theresa May ride needs a corn maze, or if you have it, a wheat field for her to run through.
That is
right
very true. I'm not sure we've actually got wheat assets. I'm just going to actually go and check.
Yeah, but we'll probably have some corn, right?
Let's see what we've got. Well, we've got. I can fake it by using the flowers, like the little yellow.
The flowers are too nice for her.
The little.
Anyway.
Yeah, no, I'm going to do that. Look, that is not bad.
That does look yellowish.
That'll do. It needs to be on flat, however. So I'm just going to surround. That is a very good point. I'm now going to surround the Theresa May ride with fields of wheat for her to run through.
Yeah, so cheers, Nero, for that suggestion. And plenty of other people had it. That's just who I saw saying it. Couple of people claiming that you should be banned for griefing. And thank you to Emily, who gave us £5.
That wasn't griefing, it was theming.
And said the non-participating Patreon Discord greatly thanks you for the bear is still around. We all love you both. And also, can we have our one-way system, please?
I will try and make some form of one-way system somewhere.
And also, thank you to Yannick, who gave us $2 Canadian and says, come on, John, give us the American accent.
Well, whenever we're doing a little tour, alright, fine, let's do a tour of America land. So, we go through Trump land, into Trump land, and now we pass by a dinosaur, and then we get burgers and fries and donuts.
Why is there a dinosaur in Trump?
There's a dinosaur in Trump land. Because, madam, the devil killed the dinosaurs to fool us God-fearing folk and make us believe in heretical I wouldn't know the word heretical, would I? Make us believe in evil like evolution. And then we got ourselves... Actually, I feel like that building's not big enough. I'm actually going to change that if I can. I think that's in the... Is that in the...
Anyway,
city?
Thank you for your donation, Yannick. Are you proud of what you've done? Just, FYI, I'm just checking.
There we are. I've made a skyscraper. Skyscraper!
I mean, sure. It's beautiful. It makes total sense. I'm sure it's very profitable. I'm sure it's not a failure.
Skyscrapers.
You should maybe write Trump at the bottom of that tower.
Someone's just written the bear is still. Is the bear okay? Are we sure the bear's okay? We need to check if it's moved recently. Actually, this should probably be... If we're going to do that, we should actually... we should probably actually, like... This should be, like, where there's a bunch of skyscrapers. So we should have, like, the really tall rides should be along here. Because this is, like, America. Then there should be, like, really tall skyscrapers. And there's a bunch of really tall rides that we can have. So we can have, like, The Blob from Outer Space ride is apparently a ride that presumably the DLC added in. I'm going to add in just a massive elevator, just for the sake of having a massive elevator, because I want this to be kind of like an area with a load of like skyscrapers. That feels appropriate. Actually, I'm gonna flatten some of this land down, because like I think right now what people need to do is they can remember that you can change the grass into whatever you want using the land tool, because then you can change it to different things. I think it would be nice like if the different lands, like if you actually change the ground type, so like you could change it to like sand for if you were doing a desert land, for example. And someone's doing that over here, I think, or possibly just using a bit of sand that was already there. So I think what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to kind of concrete over America a little bit here. We're just going to make this whole kind of area a bit more kind of concrete-y. Yeah, there we are. Kind of a bit more... That's kind of a bit more stone.
Shout out to CW, who said, John, I will pay you to never talk with an American accent ever again. Someone already tried that.
Yeah, someone literally tried
sure,
that. I think someone...
I'm pretty sure someone...
I'm pretty sure
in
someone
fact,
did
gave us
actually...
a substantial amount of money in a previous stream so that John wouldn't do that again. He just doesn't listen, so, you know. Would you consider, this is Bob Tron, would you consider having the Benno ride be a launch-powered coaster to represent him being a Fusro Dard everywhere?
That's actually quite good. I quite like that. And we might as well have multiple Benno rides floating around. That is...
We just need a whole Benno section.
We
I
just...
mean, the whole Skyrim section is gonna be about Benno.
I think we're just gonna need Benno land. That's what I want Benno to have. Is I want him to have like a tunnel of love. I want the tunnel of love.
Oh, yeah.
I want to have the tunnel of love for Benno. Do we have?
I'm
Like,
just gonna take that ride, like in the tunnel of love with Benno, and then once I'm in, we can like put in the close
something Benno, your tunnel of love.
Well, yeah. Once I'm in.
Oh,
Anyway.
someone's actually done the thing we were mentioning earlier. By the way, I'm pretty sure that will be a synchronized roller coaster here. So you can see here that the two cars are
so
setting off
cool.
simultaneously, but therefore, yeah, one of them gets ahead of the other, but then of course they'll end up like catching up with each other, which is really cool.
Oh yeah, that's really, really cool.
Though
Is
potentially
that
like
a double pike beam?
it could be. It's the it's the purple poison. What you should remember, by the way, is guests are less likely to be pulled off the main track. So if you're building a thing, you should generally build like the entrance thing to the main path. You'll get more people floating around. Now, how are we doing on people, by the way? Because right now we've got... What the hell happened there? Oh, it's because, yeah, if you build two paths next to each other, they do get a little bit confused and get stuck on that. And we've got the Hogwarts Express. Someone has built the Hogwarts Express.
Yes.
And it just goes, yeah, it's a long straight line, then it kind of...
it's a long ride.
Then
That
it
makes
goes
sense.
then it goes underground, then it goes, that's what that is, that's Hogwarts.
Oh,
that's
so
Hogwarts.
nice.
They get into Hogwarts, which is really cool. But I feel like there needs to be like a big lake next to Hogwarts, really. Someone should did like a big lake about that.
With a giant squid in it.
Yeah, exactly. Let's get back to my fields of wheat, by the way. I haven't done building my fields, I haven't done setting up my fields of wheat yet. Need an auto-fire button on my mouse for wheat laying.
Yeah. People in the chat saying we should rename that ride, that synchronized ride's double pike beam, all in caps. Build the Claire Witch project.
The Claire Witch project. Like it.
Juliana's Vatinius land.
I think someone just said they just added the Vatinius. Chat, tell me, what have you... Oh, someone's saying they've already done double pike beam. Someone claiming there is a double pike beam already.
But I think that's the one that you were looking at, the one that was called, like, purple, you know.
Whatever it is, it's not called double pike beam, because I can literally see all of the...
Rides,
rename your ride. I like how the Brexit simulator is just permanently crashed. That's just there under all circumstances. It's red and orange. It's red and orange, says someone.
We've got Oda asking if you will please make a Japanese ride.
Hyper Twister 1 is supposed to be the double pike beam. Okay. A Japanese ride.
Oh, this one, the red one, is the double pike beam?
I think this is supposed to be double pike beam, potentially. I'm not sure which one's supposed to be double pike beam. One of them's launched and one of them's that. He said it was orange and red, so I assume this is supposed to be... This is double pike beam over here, which is... Oh, someone is starting to build. I think that they're starting to build the beginning... I'm guessing that's going to be Dragon... That's why they raised it. They're going to start at the top and then lower it. So that's going to be Dragon's Reach up there, and that's going to be the moat. So that is the beginning of Project Whiterun over here. That's Flipland over there. And we've got ourselves just a few things just kind of showing up over here as well. Oh, blimey. And then we've got... Ooh, someone's making a nice garden over here. Does that say something? Hang on, Claire. Is that... Oh, hashtag Sex the John! It's the Sex the John garden! Someone's built the Sex the John garden down. Oh, people are starting to use the grounds, yeah. Like, if you're trying to build a land, I'd recommend, like, creating your own floor for it, so we can clearly see when we zoom out what's actually going on.
Shout out to Harry, who gave us £2 and said not much to say, just felt like giving some money. Thank you very much, we really appreciate that.
Yep.
And shout out to Julia, who gave us £5 and said, you gotta boop that snoot again.
Oh, hang on. Claire confirmed the snoop has
been booped.
The snoop has been booped.
Being booped. I don't think that's what boop means.
Okay, hang on. Boop. There we are. Whether you want me to hold Claire's nose or boop Claire's nose, both of these things have now been done.
Excellent. A podcast coaster that wanders aimlessly and then suddenly stops.
Sure.
Oh, that's mean.
Right, I'm just going to get a great big elevator here. I'm just going to want this to be like, you know, a great big collection of like really tall buildings in this part of it. I think this is
we're now up to 1,700 people watching.
1,700 people watching. Excellent.
Stylish Panda, all caps, how can you not see the double pipe beam ride? I guess it's pretty obvious.
Elevator.
Both have perception -1.
Up and down a vertical tower to get from one level to another. So how do I specify in this thing where the levels are? Like, okay, if you need me to build and
shout out to Andrew T, who gave us $2 and said double pipe is at double pike even is at the bottom right, 1 red and 1 orange. I'm not sure.
Yeah, you know, I'm building it right at the top. I'm going to build a viewing platform up here. I'm going to artificially create a tower. There we go. Yeah, nice. So that works. That works really, really nicely, in fact. Sorry, you were saying?
I was saying Andrew T says double pike beam is at the bottom right, 1 red and 1 orange.
Bottom right. That's double pike beam.
Oh, that's
okay. We'll go and check out how all these rides are in a second. I just want to finish building my my skyscrapers.
Garden, that's right.
Oh, some people are leaping straight onto this. And then we have got ourselves. Yep. Then we're just going to create more skyscrapers using this because I want this to be a whole. The Armadillo Coaster just crashed. Well done, whoever was building the Armadillo Coaster.
And there's this like ghost coaster like flicking in and out of existence. Is that what it is?
No, that's just me trying to lay down some entrance and exit. So what I'm going to do now is that's all absolutely fine. So people have already kind of hooked that in down there. Thank you very much indeed. But what I need to do up here is build some paths. I need to build some nice high-up paths here. We're going to be doing the red style up here, aren't we? Yeah, nice red style.
Someone's saying we should have a John Rissick Park.
John Rissick. I don't know if anyone's working on the dinosaur section right now. We'll need to...
Brian K gave us $10 and asked who has the better evil villain laugh.
I'm
assuming of the two of us.
Between the two of us. Okay, give it your best go, Claire.
Oh no, you have to go first.
No, you have to go first because you want the best one to be last.
Excuse me.
Okay, fine. Okay, fine. Beat this. That was shit.
Stop insulting my culture. I'm told that's how French people laugh.
Oh, dear.
Anyway, you tell us, and Brian, that was Brian, sorry. This is so many people, I'm just trying to keep track of everybody. Patrick wanted to do an excellent again, but this time in the style of the penguin.
What, instead of which penguin?
I'm assuming the penguin from Batman. Are there other penguins?
But I don't know, there might be other penguins.
Like, it's not the Linux penguin we're talking about here. Like, that doesn't talk.
Probably not.
I don't know, you're the one who, like...
I don't use Linux. Do you use Linux?
I don't use Linux, I just know it has a penguin.
Anyway, hang on.
You're the one who likes Batman, so...
I like some bits of Batman.
Yeah, but you like Gotham, don't you?
I do, I did enjoy Gotham. But I can't remember if the... Oh, hang on. Why's the camera's being... Oh, it's because I'm so flipping...
Claire wins. Claire wins. Claire's too French.
Claire is too French. It's an ongoing problem we know about.
One. Who swore? Was it me or was it John?
I don't know.
Evil John Ride. Claire laughed like evil Santa.
Evil Santa.
Excellent. I'm sorry, but John's laugh was better. That's quite alright. You're entitled to your wrong
Your
opinions.
real wrong opinions. Everyone's entitled to wrong opinions.
Theresa May has broken down!
Theresa May has broken down.
More sci-fi would be nice.
More sci-fi, okay.
Yeah. Well, have we started on the Stellaris land yet?
I don't think we've started Stellaris Land yet. Oh, someone might have done. I haven't started work on Stellaris Land yet. I'm going to build...
Ooh, Brendan suggested we should build an aqueduct log ride in Romeland.
That's a nice idea.
That's a good idea, yeah.
I'm going to have all the
The
fountains up
Ministry
here.
of Truth wants to know how my Frenchness affects your everyday life.
Well, you do go on strike a fair few times every day.
That's not true. That's not even remotely true.
Which slows things down a little bit.
That's a lie. Dirty lying bosses. There's no wonder we need to go on strike. They keep lying about us.
So you got one massive great skyscraper there. I might build another one. Actually, you know what? I might actually celebrate how Americans drive everywhere in cars, even really short distances, by just basically building a car ride all around here. Just there's cars going everywhere.
Yeah, also James says you should put a big wall in the America land. It's just sad.
That is fair and reasonable. There should be a big wall at the end. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna set that up right. The Armadillo Coaster's crashed again. Whoever's designing that thing, buck your ideas up.
Bobtron wanted to know why you didn't stream this on Twitch, because apparently Open RCT2 has some Twitch integration stuff, like having the park guests named after chat people, etc.
It is, but we're not like a Twitch partner or anything, so like there are some things we can't do with Twitch as a result. So it was something we did think about. It was absolutely something we did think about. But there are various things we can't do with that mechanism, so
yeah,
that's
so
why
if we
we
partner
didn't do
with
that.
Twitch, we can't stream on YouTube ever, so it's just a bit...
Yeah, the exclusivity is one of the terms of being a Twitch partner, and I actually quite like being on YouTube. I think like a lot of, all of our communities like, on YouTube and stuff. So like, it does make sense that we are here for the most part. Let's flip that camera around. I just built that. I didn't even mean to build that right there.
Brian Weeks gave us $2 and says, we've heard American John, let's hear American Claire. Thank you very much for your donation. I'm not sure I can... I'm very bad at accents, because, like, it's a second language, so it's hard. I'm not sure what, I mean... Sometimes I think I sound weirdly American when I'm talking about stuff, but I don't really know.
You do, because you learn English partly, or either you improved it by watching a lot of American TV.
Yes.
So as a result, you sometimes have slightly, like, you don't do it so much more, but when I first met you, you used to occasionally go slightly Buffy the Vampire Slayer on a not a regular basis.
Not a bad thing. Why did I stop doing that?
I don't know, because you learnt proper English, I guess.
Yeah, we went to America one time and John was amused because everybody kept calling him John.
Good old American John.
Someone needs to stop John from making these giant, awful eyesores, says Chris Journey, who gave us $10. Thank you very much, Chris, for giving us a donation and also for insulting John, which always makes me happy. That was really bad, Claire. I'm changing my vote to John. Well, sorry.
Yay.
I'm really, really bad at, like, accents in general.
The Armadillo Coaster's just crashed a third time. At this point, I think someone's just trying to get my attention. What the hell is that Armadillo Coaster even trying to do? We're trying to be really ambitious over there.
Apparently there's a coffee cup ride that you can get in some of the DLC. Can we use that to make a ride and call it a nice cup of tea?
We could make a nice cup of tea ride, that's certainly true. Right, so now we've got this area right here. And we just need a nice brush to make that nice and distinctive.
roll out the Statue of Liberty, says someone.
I don't know. This liberty thing sounds un-American to me.
Lisa says, "Can we have French Canadian, Claire?" I mean,
Do you know what specifically French Canadian sounds like? Different to usual?
I mean, like, not really. And also, what I know would be like the weird, exaggerated accents that French people do to mock French Canadian speaking. So, like, I don't know, like Chris Tabernac or something.
What? What did you just say?
This is just like an expletive in French Canadian that we don't have in like France French. So, like we don't really say like Jesus or Christ. So, but it's a kind of take on that. Yeah, she said a French Canadian swear. That's literally all I know. Some people suggested also we should have a Wild West land.
Actually, that's a good point. Remind me, the colours of the Mexican flag are red, then white, then green. Vertical stripes, aren't they?
Chat.
But you've got a computer. Look it up.
Oh yeah, that's true.
You've got a computer. You've got a computer in front of you.
Flag,
Yeah,
yes.
the Mexican flag.
Are you gonna put a Mexican?
Yeah, I'm going to put the Mexican flag behind the wall.
Oh Jesus. Yes.
Yeah.
Red, white with like an eagle on it in the middle of the white stripe, and then red.
Okay, we'll see what we can do about the. Eagle.
Yeah. Several people saying it's terrible. Presumably my French Canadianness.
There we go. Look at that. That's pretty good. Now I need to just find an eagle. I think I saw some animals in this section.
Ooh, you can have animals.
Well, you can have like stat models of animals, but none of those are. I mean, that's a zebra. That's like halfway to a thing, isn't it? Birds. Are there any birds in here? There's no eagle, but I could have a fighter jet. That's kind of like an eagle. No, I'm not sure there's any actual. Oh, I could have a horse, kind of like a chess piece. Yeah, I'm just gonna have a horse. There we are. A couple of horses. Beautiful. Right. So there, now I have officially built in America land. I have now built the Mexican flag behind a wall. The economy just crashed. Leave it for approximately 10 years and do nothing in an attempt to fix it. Right, what's been going on in the rest of the world while all of this has been happening, while we've been doing all of this? We've got double pike beam over here, which no one actually gets to ride on. Like, if you're going to build rides, at least connect them to the park so people can use the darn things. Oh, dear. Excellent. So, yeah, Brexit's still just a smouldering ruin over here.
Wait, did we do the wrong colors? People are telling me it's the wrong colors. Mexico, no. You know what? I googled Mexico. It just looks a lot like the Italian flag, but it's slightly different. A lot of flags look similar.
Yeah, God help you if you're trying to tell the flipping Netherlands and Luxembourg apart. Bloody same flag. Right, so we've got ourselves. Yep, so there's Mexico right over there. Sadly, we don't have the on fire asset, so I can't put it on fire from America attacking it or anything like that. Which is a shame.
Yeah, we've got another mention of Australia land. Ooh, apparently you swapped the green and the red in the wrong. The green and the red in the wrong.
Oh, is it green then white then red?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's like literally the Italian flag, but with eagles on it.
Yeah, but that would be that way round.
No.
Yeah.
Unless you look at it from upside down. Where are
Fixed
you looking
it!
At it from?
Fixed it!
Where are you looking at it from?
I think it was supposed to be like from America's like over here, so I imagine we look at it from this angle. So it's the other way round.
Yeah.
You told me it was right.
No, I didn't. I said green, white, and red with eagles. But yes, you should blame Claire. That's what you normally do anyway. So.
There we go. Is that it now? Are you sure that's now it?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Okay. Also, do none of the rides have... Does no one put music on their rides? Because I'm not hearing, like, any music, really. And normally, like, the rides are producing music by now. And you do hear, like, the...
Yes,
The
also,
roller coasters.
We've got a reminder from CW that we should definitely do Australia.
Oh, I've just had the volume way too low. There we go. Now there's a bit of volume coming through, so you can actually hear the park. Sorry, it's been way too quiet. I'm sorry if people have been saying that.
We've got a message from Kyle who gave us $5. Thank you very much. He says that John, I've been a big fan of yours since Fallout New Vegas Pacifist run. I was wondering if you've heard of or are you planning on playing Darkest Dungeon?
I know of it. I wasn't planning to play it imminently.
Yeah, no. Sorry, responding to the chat out loud. We are not doing that thing that you said. Sorry, I'm doing the thing that John says, which is that I'm starting to commentate everything like out loud.
Yes, yes, that's right. It's a good trait. I get into it. Right, it's just more flipping skyscrapers over in America Land. Nice. I think this is just I'm not sure what the blob from outer space ride is, whether it's like a fast ride or more like an observation. I think it's just like an observation tower. Which would be fine. So we'll do this, and then once I've got like these 3 skyscrapers here, I'm going to check what's going on in the rest of the park to see what everyone else has been getting on with. And no, that should be one less. I think it's a little bit 1 stage too high, right? Hang on, one more step to... No, hang on, that's trick of the perspective. Sometimes the perspectives in these games are tricky. Now, that's definitely above that. Okay, hang on. That's definitely above that. Right, so now if I go to here... That's... Oh, just because this thing's on the same level. Okay, yeah, fine. We'll just get rid of that then. But yeah, sometimes the perspective in this game is a little bit on the tricky side. But yeah, this is kind of how you probably ought to build things for the most part, which is try and link them to the main path. People are way more likely to do it if it's on the main path. There we go. And the blob from above. Does it have a... It's just a... Oh yeah, it's just a rotating lift. Yeah, I don't think it's actually got a... anything like that. Fine. Good, good, good. So, now we've got a fair few skyscrapers in America Land, which is nice. We've now got, like, multiple different skyscrapers in America Land and a great big house, which is lovely. And the Statue of Liberty, just by the side of the road there. The Bear is still around. Is easily the best ride in the park, obviously. But we've got... Oh, hello, okay. We've got ourselves... Someone's actually done a really nice job theming a sort of... vaguely kind of futuristic dinosaur land. Like, science has brought the dinosaurs back, clearly, because the path's kind of glowing there. That's really nice. Mr. Bones Wild Ride. Well done to the person about that. Someone's built a really big maze. The quest to Iverstead. Someone has built the quest to Iverstead, and it's a maze. Okay, I like the fact the quest to Iverstead is a maze. The Dad Competition Centre. Someone has built the... Oh, flipping heck. Traffic jam simulator over here. Blimey, school bus ride. I'm just going to... Just to help this along, I'm going to reduce the minimum waiting time to get these buses out, because there's right now a massive backlog. So it'd be better if we can just get them out a little bit faster. I'm just going to change the minimum waiting times on this. And those are standardized fine, which will get things around. Someone just wants a massive, massive bus ride, which is interesting. Possibly we need slightly longer than that, just to speed it up. Yeah, 4 seconds should be fine. That should still be plenty of time. Then we've got themselves... Does this one have a name yet? Make Water Rides Great Again over in America Land.
Also, a sometimes YouTuber gave us £5 and... suggested that someone should build a taco burrito bar in Mexico Land in a tunnel under the wall to America.
That's a really good idea. Let's build a tunnel under the wall into Mexico. Yeah.
I mean, I think that... Yeah. Anyway, guys, whenever you're suggesting things for us to build in chat, like, you know, maybe exercise some common sense. There are things that we will not build. You know, just because we're doing countries doesn't mean we're doing... You know, it's okay to suggest things that, like, you know, just maybe don't.
Shh. I shudder to think what's been suggested.
So, yes. So yes, if you keep suggesting things like a Nazi Germany ride, I will ban you, basically, is what I'm saying.
That strikes me as a very fair warning right there. Right.
Yes, and also...
Is there even like a? I'm not sure if there is like a burrito or anything like that in this game. What's the closest thing?
Yeah. Elias gave us 50 Swedish krona and said not to alarm anyone, but it's a screen supposed to have a black bar on the bottom and right. Yes, that I think is just the way that the view is set up, because yeah, John doesn't have it on his screen where he's playing, but I can see it in the OBS.
I might be able to fix that.
It.
I might be able to fix that.
Yeah, but you might also break it.
I might also break it, yes, but...
Okay, well, I would suggest maybe not.
Okay, now just the black bars every side. Yeah.
Well, we have equality.
Which is, you know, a good...
Fit to screen.
Yeah, I'm going to try fit to screen.
Oh!
There we go. Fixed it.
Yeah, I mean, there's still a bit of it, but
is
it's
that?
much less. Yeah.
It's a tiny bit.
Tiny bit.
It's much better than it was. Yeah, we've just fixed that a little bit there.
Yes. Also, Nero says I still can't hear the music at all, and Claire is really quiet too. I have moved myself closer to where John and the microphone are.
Okay, I've just slightly increased the volume of Open RC2 there.
Right.
Like if I go over to like something where there's actual roller coaster going on, like you can hear the music there. You can definitely hear the music and the rattling of that roller coaster, for example.
Shout out to ML Genius, who gave us $2 and said we should build a Bernie Sanders / Jeremy Corbyn land. I'm not really sure what would be in it. If you want to do suggestions. We've also got a message from Borish, who says, Claire, are you going to do a co-op series with John sometimes again?
Mm-hmm.
We have got a few
we've got a few plans actually, yeah.
We just kind of keep getting sidetracked by other things, but...
and you leaving the country, you terrible person.
Yes, how dare I take some holiday.
I'm not sure there is actually like a nacho or burrito stall or anything. I'm not sure there is such a thing in this game.
Thank you to Cody, who gave us $2 and says we should do a traffic jam simulator that goes through replacement buses.
You know what, we're just going to have a nice fried chicken stall over here in Mexico land. It's fine. If anyone wants to come over here under the wall, they can get themselves some lovely fried chicken. There we go. There we go. Open that up. Beautiful. So now let's... Oh, wait, no. I said the best idea. I said the best idea. We didn't have an eagle. But the fried chicken stall is literally an eagle. I'm going to put the fried chicken stall in the middle of the Mexican flag to be the which way is the eagle facing? Claire, which way is the eagle facing?
Well, this way is the front. So
yeah.
Yeah, that direction.
Is it what, facing to the...
Facing to you right now.
Facing towards me this way. Okay, right. Okay, we got a plan now. Now we've got a plan. Now we got something good going on. Okay. Now, I need a nice grey path to lead into it. Then we need to... Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's right, subtle.
Right, Doyle is suggesting a chip shop. I think we've already got that. We had that very, very early in the stream. Neme is suggesting an underground maze with nothing in it, just called The Search for John's Perception.
Right, now I'm just going to change it to white. Yeah, now I'm going to change it to white so it matches. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, there we go. And now we just make it go up like that. And now it's going to be there. That's lovely. And now we're just going to have the chicken stall facing this way. And it needs to... I think I'm going to need to lower... I need to lower the land by 1 level. And Wild Mouse 1 has just crashed. Someone's just crashed a coaster over there. Here we go. And... boom! Now the Mexican flag has an eagle in the middle of it.
I mean, I'm not sure this chicken is an eagle, but...
That is an eagle. It's closer than 2 knights are.
That's fair enough.
There we go. Oh, that's good. What's this tiny little monorail over here? Genuine bona fide monorail. Monorail. Yeah, there we go. I hear those things are awfully loud.
Monorails?
Fuck's sake.
I don't know.
I hear those things are awfully loud. Monorails.
I don't know what you're referencing.
I hear those things are awfully loud. It glides as softly as a cloud. Is there a chance the track might bend? Not on your life, my Hindu friend.
What is your weird and possibly racist song about monorail?
It's for The Simpsons, the monorail episode.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I told you many, many, many times they didn't show us The Simpsons for free in France, and my parents didn't want to pay for it.
Oh, good episode, says somebody. Oh, wait, someone's actually. I think. Wait, hang on. I think I missed this. What's actually happening? Oh no, sorry. I thought that was something inside the house, but no, it's that's the dad competition center, and the bus is just doing a huge, massive loop. Someone's building something really cool over here. I'm not sure what this is going to be, but over in this part of the world, down here, down by the water, there's a bunch of really interesting grey stuff set up. It's bridge ballast. Someone's built a bridge with bridge ballast. Claire, it's bridge ballast. Oh, that's the best thing. Oh, that's beautiful. Right, we've got over here, we've got a nice little log sign. My milk gave me a sign. Someone has set up the My Milk Gave Me a Sign ride, where everyone just gets spun around and horribly confused. The premonition there, like it. Like it. The park is not exactly filling up, but hashtag sex the
stream.
They kind of gave up about 95% of the way in, unfortunately. We've got Sex the Stream over there. Someone's built something over here. There's just I think it's just an alien landscape. Someone's built an alien landscape over here. Fine. And
Upside Down Australia.
Upside down Australia land. Good old Upside Down Australia. I think someone's building like a big someone's building like a big castle over here. But they haven't quite finished it just yet.
Cornelia says if it were going to be
Canada.
Canada.
Good old Canada.
If it were going to be,
everyone loves Canada.
If it were going to be Canada land, then there would be no ride more extreme than moderate. There would also be shameless ripoff of America and Britain land rides, but less extreme and less expensive.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people are just upset that I don't know the Simpsons reference.
What else have we got here? Danger Not Caution the Ride. I feel like Danger Not Caution the Ride shouldn't actually be blue though. I feel like Danger Not Caution should be like red or orange potentially. And apparently that's just checking on Skyrim over here. Someone's done a lovely job with Dragon's Reach so far. But apparently some more help is needed, so someone is more than welcome to go and help out Dragon's Reach. I think I want to build the Ben or Tunnel of Love.
Woo!
I think I need to build the Ben or Tunnel of Love at some point. I'm liking some of this. Like, I like some of the people who are doing like smaller bits of work down here. Like I like the little dinosaur ride down here, Mr. Bones Wild Ride in the sci-fi dinosaur world, and the maze that's the quest to Iverson. I'm liking the little bits of work. The little bits of work are very, very nice indeed. So basically, I need to find out whether there is actually like a Tunnel of Love in this game, whether there's actually because there is like the river rapid. I could just turn the river rafts into a big Tunnel of Love. That might work potentially. Yeah, that might be nice.
Now we've also got a few more suggestions. Sometimes YouTubers said, how about a section full of first aid tans that are close to the public and assigned to enter, called You Only Live Once.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds fun. Oh dear. There's a lot of comments about me not knowing The Simpsons. Also shout out to Alex, who gave us 50 Norwegian krona and says, can we have a ride named 3 Million Oranges? You need to tell us what you want that ride to be. We're also missing the gift shops, says Mark. Yeah, maybe we should have
definitely some people have some, because there's some balloons floating around, but I'm going to change all of them to be like MATM if I find them. Actually, I'm gonna locate them now.
Yeah, but maybe someone in Discord can like do a mini like side project of going around and changing all the. There was a darker pink that was more MATM.
You think there's one? You think that was more MATM?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, fine.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, you know what? You're right. We're just gonna get everyone with balloons, and they're all gonna be. We're gonna have everyone in like MATM colours as far as possible. So we definitely need to be having a bunch of those dotted around, I agree. I'm just going to slap a few of them down now. We can get ourselves, as well as the hat stalls and the t-shirts in this game.
Thank you, Patrick, who says the Benno Tunnel of Love should be called #Clenor.
No, it shouldn't.
Yes, it should.
There we are. Let's just get some lovely. Someone's already had my idea. There's a different balloon store that just popped up. That's just the exact same colour.
I said. Apparently, I shouted out this person's message wrong. It needs to be a 300 million oranges ride. Apparently, that's a reference to the podcasts. The thing with the podcasts is I only ever heard John's side of them because he was recording them in the house and being really loud.
There we go. I've put some nice white benches on the Mexican flag, so after people basically escape under the wall to get into Mexico, they can get their fried chicken and they can eat it in Mexico before they have to go home.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yep, there we go. Much better.
Fair enough.
Lovely. And some bins there as well. Oh, that's just beautiful right there.
Oh, Thomas just popped into the chat to say he tried to make a Thomas ride, but it failed. The ride failed. Which one was it, Thomas? Tell us. And oh my goodness, thank you so much to Megan, who just gave us $100 and said.
Oh wow! Thank you very, very much, Megan.
Yeah, she said thank you for your awesome videos. I can't wait to see what you do next in Fallout 4. So yeah.
That will be back in the not too distant future. I'm absolutely sure.
And Bobtron says I like. Bobtron says we should call the Tunnel of Love Benno's Dark, Dangerous Cave of Love.
That's beautiful. That's so beautiful. That's really, really nice. What's this one, by the way? Oak Barrel Ride. That must have been added by the water-themed expansion, because I think I've actually seen that one
Thomas
before.
says his ride was the Thomas Punning Roller Coaster.
I'm sure I've seen that somewhere. I'm just not sure. I'm not sure what it actually was before it was deleted. I didn't see it before it went.
Thank you, Roman. We've got a message from New Zealand from Roman, who gave us $2 New Zealand dollars. Says dead right now at 4:46 in the morning. Yes, thank you so much to people staying up really late or all getting up really early to watch the stream. It's always really cool to hear from you.
Yep, it is absolutely wonderful. I think I'm going to maybe set up the Benno coaster like in the water. It's going to be like the river. It's going to be like a river rafts ride. It's going to be like in the water, and we can extend it in this direction. I think. So I'm going to have it kind of start down here, and we can link up to the path.
Can it be heart shaped?
We'll see kind of which kind of direction it's. We imagine want to go the other way. So that's a good starting point right there. There we go. It's going to start in this sort of direction. It's going to be a fairly slow ride, so we don't need it to be kind of like massive, I don't think. And remind myself what the rules are for the river rapids. They're not allowed to go up at all. There's no powered section, so we're going to have to, if we want it to go underground, it's going to have to be actually kind of going through tunnels, which is fine, because it can indeed go through some lovely, lovely tunnels. Now, what assets do we have? I don't think we've actually got any hearts or whatever.
The Dark Lord of Puns says we should make a ride called Welcome to Balls! Okay. So what we need to do is we need to basically, let's see what different kind of all the entertainers. Julianus Vatinius the Roman is just wandering around by the Circus Maximus, by the way. Excellent. There's a nice little, I'm just going to check. I'm not going to change your thing, I just want to check what our different options are. So we've got Bandit, Sheriff, Knights, Romans, etc. Okay, that seems perfectly reasonable. So, what we need to do is we need to basically, through this ride, we need to tell the story of Benno. We need to tell the story of Benno. That's what this ride is going to be about. So, I'd say, like, the first time we met Benno, he was in Morthal, and he was just some guy. So what we're going to do is, I'm just going to create a nice little kind of flat bit of space here as a starting point, just one level up. I'm going to rejig that into kind of slightly grim Morthal-y land, because Morthal's not exactly the nicest place in the world. So this is going to be kind of vaguely Morthal-y. Yeah, that's fine. And we're going to need like some oldie-style houses. Morthal is... There we are, some really crappy little houses here. That's just spot on.
So we can have ourselves, yeah, just kind of like a little house here, and like a little thing like that. Spot on, like, you know, another house or two, and then just one around the corner as well. Yeah, that's nice. And we also need, because it's like, it's kind of swampy. Yeah, there's some water. There's water in Morthal, isn't there? So actually what we also need is we need to like lower it a little bit in places and have like some, yeah, that's right. That's spot on. So we're going to have some water in here, because this is going to be the story of how we met Benor for the very, very first time. So, as a result, no, not quite that level. Armadillo Coaster works, yo, someone who has been... Okay, where's the Armadillo Coaster? Point me in the right direction. What colour am I looking at, Samarius? What colour am I looking at for the Armadillo Coaster? Because this has been a labour of love. It's taken you a lot... By the pyramids. Where the cock are the pyramids?
There's a pyramid right here. She says, stabbing the telly.
Someone's just created a giant... Is
that Vegas?
Have you created Christian land?
No, that's Vegas, isn't it?
What? Why is there a giant hovering cross?
Because, like, marriage chapels, right? And, like...
Oh, it's the Danish Crusaders. It's the Danish... Oh, they've created Denmark from Medieval 2 Total War. Oh, that's really cool. It's the Danish Crusader ride. Oh, that's amazing. Bonus points to whoever made Denmark land. And actually created the little that thing. That's really, really nicely put together. I like that. I like it when people just put the little rides in. Right, pyramids. He said by the pyramids. The Armadillo Coaster. Is that therefore this yellow one? Armadillo Coaster. Yeah, okay. So, Armadillo is in Red Dead Redemption Armadillo. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I see where we're going with this. Has it been tested yet? Hang on, what's the score? Medium, very high, medium. Okay, it's not even that bad, actually. Being able to get a very high but only medium on the nose is actually not that bad at all. This is a... Oh, one of the launch roller coasters. Alright, let's just have a look see this thing. So it launches up there, it goes down there, then up around here. So yeah, just gets a roller coaster, just goes on a... Kind of, it just get launched and then goes on a big, long journey around. Okay, that's good. I'm glad that's actually that fun. Back to...
We've got some more suggestions from the chat. The British historian says, can we have a short ride that's full of ups and downs and call it Why Not Wednesdays? We've also got people saying we should have a tabby ride or a John and Claren tabby ride. Also, thank you to Stuart O'Hara, who gave us £5 and said we needed Dodgems with police cars called Can You Keep It Up Cop?
I think I did just see some Dodgems. If you haven't already got a pun name for your Dodgems, I think that's a good pun name for your Dodgems. Yeah.
The madman with the box says Claire has disappeared and that makes me sad. Did you mean a ride or did you mean that you can't hear me?
Oh, Evil John strikes. Someone's created
Oh no, Thomas's game crashed.
Oh dear. Well, I'm sure Thomas will be back. I'm sure he'll be back momentarily.
Also, Failure.inc wants to know if Solaris Land is in yet.
I'm not sure if anyone's worked on Solaris Land just yet. I'm not sure if anyone has just yet.
Thomas says I blame John. That's a good strategy, Thomas.
In general, yep, it's not a bad strategy at all.
Yeah.
Let's also just create ourselves a nice big... Don't want to create like... I can't remember what vaguely castle-y walls. If we need... Oh, that's not bad. There's still a wooden fence here. Yeah, that's nice. Just create a kind of little backdrop to it so the illusion is not shattered. There we are. This is Morthal land right here. So yeah, I'm just going to create Morthal here. I'm just going to create some nice fences at the rear here. Just kind of, just so there's actually a kind of a physical barrier between it and the non-Morthal-y assets, which I do like it when there is, so that's nice. So yeah, this is going to be the first time we actually met Benor. And because Benor back then was just some random guy who wanted to join the city guard or whatever, then Benor is going to be, he's going to be represented. We're going to put him in here. We're going to put him as a bandit. He's just going to be a random bandit, I think, because he wasn't quite worthy of being anything more than that right now. He was just some random... I mean, he literally, the first time we met him, he basically... he invited me to a fist fight he went on to lose. So it makes sense. So this is...
How did you win in a fist fight against Benor?
The rules said no magic, but the game doesn't count healing magic as magic. So I just punched him 10 times, ran away, healed, and then did it again. He would have won if I hadn't cheated.
Yeah, that sounds like your relationship with Benor, all in a nutshell.
So this is early Benor. This is early Benor right here. We're going to put up a little sign saying welcome to Morthal, I think. Where are the signs again? Are they in the... I'm trying to remember where the signs are. I need to remember, by the way, inside the walls and roofs, there's a bunch of extra assets that have been added in that I'm not normally familiar with being there. Yeah, but there's actually like some decent like corner pieces for like castles and whatever. I do need to remember that because some of those are pretty cool. Where are the signs? The signs in the... Oh, the signs are in here. Fine, yeah, the signs are in here. So we're just going to... I think we need just like... we can probably fit that in. Yeah, so we'll just turn that around. And then if I just put that up one level, that's fine. Yep. And then... just needs to... Oh, we've got a couple of people disconnecting. Hopefully we've not got a problem with the server here. It would be a shame if we did. So the sign needs to match up with that. Yep, fine. And the text needs to be like white, I think. A lot of people are disconnecting. Yeah, yeah, Derpy, if you're still floating around listening in, are we okay? Have we got a problem?
There's no problem. Everything's fine.
Everything's fine. So yeah, there we are.
Nothing is on fire.
So this is Morthal. This is Morthal, and this is when we first met. Derpy saying everything's okay. This is beautiful. So that's just a little diorama. Aside from the fact that May's magic money tree just blew up. Excellent. So this is Benor when we first met. I'm gonna extend the land down here a little bit. Wait, hang on. Why aren't you early Benor? You not early Benor? I thought I'd named you early and possibly named someone else. Someone else might have just been named early Benor. Or the names just aren't taking. Why are the names? Oh, possibly does enter not count as confirmation? Early Benor. Okay. Do I need to, like, be not in this menu or something? Do you need me to actually, like, shut everything else down? Are you not allowed to... Maybe you're not allowed to... Actually, I know you are allowed to rename staff in this version because someone renamed a Roman Julianus Vatinius. But no, it's not keeping. Okay, fine. We know that is Benor. We know it's Benor. We all know in our hearts that that's Benor. Claire especially, worryingly.
Well, yeah.
So there we are.
Why are people saying greenish purple alarm panic?
I'm not seeing any greenish purple over here. Where's that? In the YouTube chat or the...
Yeah, in the YouTube chat people are saying that.
We're not sure what you're seeing. I cannot see greenish purple.
Oh, there was apparently a horrible plane crash.
What?
I don't know.
A plane... What?
Something with a plane in it crashed. I don't know.
Okay. If something goes wrong and you need to tell us about it, please be as specific as possible, because we often can't figure it out from what you're saying.
Yes, the Dark Lord of Puns says you should put a vampire in Morthal.
I'm not sure there's such a thing as a vampire.
Yep.
I'm not sure there is such a thing, unfortunately. So,
I don't know, there was some panic and some please remain calm and whatever, but I think that was because of the server.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully it's all fine.
You don't need to ping rides, I promise I will get round to them. Please don't just randomly ping rides.
A Total War ride called Get Off Malone by the English Potato. Old news, fake news, outdated news. Oh well.
Mm-hmm. Guests can't get to quite a few rides. When you're building a ride, please do remember to, like, actually set it.
There's an explosion from there's a car exploding there.
Yeah, May's magic money tree. Yeah, well. We don't need to keep doing that joke, I promise. We've seen the joke of that ride or a ride similar to it crashes. We don't need to do it necessarily every time.
I think maybe it just like is rides that are crashing.
Mm-hmm. I assume it is an intentional joke.
Oh, so Neapolitan says, I definitely saw a vampire option when John was picking the panda bear.
Really? Okay. Let's just go and find Entertainer 13 and see if it is actually an option. No, definitely not. Definitely not. Sheriff, Bandit, Astronaut Knight, Snowman, Gorilla, Roman, Elephant, Tiger, Panda. Definitely no vampire. No vampire.
Alright. Christian says... This park doesn't seem safe. Yeah, it doesn't.
No, I'm not sure that's really its function. I'm sure that's really its raison d'etre.
Do let us know. The a Hitman ride called the Angel of Death.
Yeah.
I don't really know what it would consist of. A Boslo Herman ride.
Good old Boslo Herman.
Oh god, and at the end it gets... But...
Okay, so what we've got here is, now we've got Morthal. That's where we first met Benor. So now we've got to go on to the next stage of my and Benor's adventure. So that was back in the days when Benor basically was constantly like fighting dragons for me because I was so flimsy back in those days. Benor basically needed to do all of the work. So all we need to do now is we need to set up a new little area for that. So if I just kind of bring you around here, because there's a tunnel to kind of provide an element of separation between the two. I'm going to cut that off there, and then I'm going to create a nice little flat bit of land over here for us to kind of do that little diorama on. So let's just create a little bit of flat land over here for that. Lovely. No, we don't need that much. And again, we don't need one less. Or possibly one more, but I need to also... What have I just done? Move the camera around so I get the perspective.
Yeah, like
Bloody water!
Lycan says the Boslo the Merciless ride would just be a steep incline and then a sudden drop into a pit.
He's not as bad as everyone says he is. He's a very nice man.
Yeah, he just doesn't have any mercy.
He has a bit of mercy. He's not even that kind of... In terms of the dread rating, it's not even that high. It's kind of comical that, like, for his ridiculously dramatic name, he's actually not got that much on the dread count at all. It's kind of funny.
People are taking exception to your description of when Benno did all the work in the past tense.
Okay, he does some of the work now, but it's not as bad as it was.
All the work. Now, we...
Yes.
Sorry, a ride that represents the final 2 level of Hitman Blood Money No Kill. That's very, very specific. CW wants an update on Straya Land.
I think it's going on. I'm not sure any work is actually going on in Straya Land right now. But we will go in and check in on that for you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to...
Welcome to Copyright Infringement Park, says Dinosaur. That's fair enough.
Where is... How can I make wings for these dinosaurs to convert them into dragons? Is anything going to have wings I could kind of fake? How can I fake wings?
Oh, yes, someone is saying you should make a mat ride, a matophobia ride. It should be black.
Should be what?
Well, it should be black because, like, he's super goth.
He's not super goth, he's just normal goth.
Well, emo goth.
Right.
I don't know, there's not really another way to represent that.
Yes.
Yeah. We've got just a lot of nice messages. People saying you're my favorite YouTuber. Someone else was saying they're a recent subscriber and they really enjoy the videos. Someone was apologizing that they don't have time to watch the latest Skyrim videos because they're watching a live stream.
That seems reasonable. There's quite a lot of them. There are a lot of them.
Yeah, there are a lot of videos. And we've got a message from Copper Hamster.
Good old Copper Hamster.
Copper Hamster. Who gave us $2 and says, so where is our Wasteland Fallout themed bit of the park? So someone needs to get on that.
Yeah, we don't actually have like a Wasteland Fallouty bit yet. That is definitely true. We could do with some form of vaguely Fallouty bit.
We've got do a Podcasts ride.
I'm not sure how we do a Podcasts ride, unless it's kind of a ride that deliberately only goes about 2/3 of the way and then just stops.
That is literally a joke that someone made earlier in the chat.
Quite
that I told you about.
Yeah.
A meandering ride that veers in a lot of like unexpected directions and then just stops.
Might build that. It'd be fairly easy to build, actually. That'd be pretty easy to build. I might build one of those, right. So over here we go, and we've got ourselves a nice kind of... I think there's a little bit of maybe just kind of more just kind of brownish.
Bob Bobblington wants to know, in the Benno ride, how are you going to represent Benno's bitch of a girlfriend in his abusive relationship?
Oh, we're gonna do with grace and tact, right?
Yeah,
so,
sure. And subtlety.
And huge amounts of it. Huge amount of subtlety, yes.
Perception and subtlety.
Yes, perception and subtlety, that seems about right.
Do we have a Stellaris world yet? Platinum Owl wants to know. That's a good name, Platinum Owl.
There we go. Actually, just check if we've got anything else in the... Anything that might be of use down here in the kind of the slightly more unused assets. What even is that? Oh, a massive radar dish and a volcano. Ah, that's, by the way, the witchy thing. I didn't know what it was. Apparently, it's Robin Hood's camp.
Oh, cool.
That's nice.
Okay. The Dark Lord of Pun says that the mat ride should be bread themed. And I think that's beautiful.
Oh, blimey.
Well, we need to honor the special relationship, obviously.
Okay, so what we're gonna have now is so I've created this dinosaur this dinosaur is a dragon. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna have a new entertainer. The new entertainer is going to be I can't grab them. Why can I not grab the entertainer? Oh dear, that's a concern. I can't grab the entertainer.
That's very good live streaming right here.
Am I allowed to change the tool? Okay, I can change it. It's just the cursor's definitely in the right window. Right, this is a concern. I can't get to the. I can't bring him here.
Else?
Someone else is saying I can't even. Yeah, I can't rename anymore either. Like how much stuff have we got on the map right now?
Hashtag John flipped up.
I think we possibly might have just slightly.
Hell world.
Pools closed. We might.
Oh well, Sex the Stream was finally finished. It will not go unfulfilled forever.
So yeah, I think I'm not sure we can't. I can't move this guy anymore. Does anyone? Derpy, do we have any what's going on with the servers? Are we running out of server juice here?
No. Okay.
Everything's out. Well, you say this, but we can't rename or move things, which is a concern. Right, okay, well, okay, can I spawn him into a particular location? If I'm like, okay, what decides where an entertainer is spawned? Okay. It seems to be completely at random. Completely at random. Can I get rid of that? Okay, I'm allowed to fire them. Okay. I may need to, okay, what if I just take existing ones? Because if you don't have okay, I can take existing ones. I'm sorry, I've just borrowed someone else's, but he didn't have a path. And he was just a generic tiger. I'm very sorry about that. So, now, Benor's going to get promoted. So now what he's going to be in the Roman costume. And that there is now Benor. Admittedly, right now he's wiggling away. He's kind of waving his sword away from the dinosaur. But then, Skyrim AI is not always spectacular. He's going to do it again, isn't he? That's right. Go on, Benor. Fight the dragon. Do it at least once. At least once, please. Actually face the dragon. Yeah, that's right. No, the dragon's there. Benor. Face the dragon.
Maybe he's doing the thing where he accidentally kills a town guard while trying to take on the dragon and then the town hates you.
That's entirely possible. Now, obviously, at this point, Benor and me were travelling together. So we have to acknowledge that. In this ride. So I'm going to get rid of one thing over here. And I'm going to build a new little bit of path. Just a little bit of pathway over here. And I'm going to drop down just like a...
Nero says, wouldn't the night costume be better?
The night costume might be better actually. Yeah, let's see how the night acts.
The entertainers are rebelling.
Yeah, that's right. The night costume's pretty good. The night costume's pretty good, I'd say. He's doing a fair bit of running around. I'm not sure he's doing as much stabbing. I think I do prefer the Roman costume. Because I think he does just more bowing and flailing around, whereas Benor's more of a practical gentleman, so I feel like the Roman is better. He does more actual stabbing with his sword.
Thank you to Christopher, who is providing the sound effect for the thing you're doing right now. It's Benno. There you go!
That's a really good impression of me. That was a really good impression.
Like I have to listen to you every day.
Oh.
Shout out to Roman Jensen, who gave us $5 New Zealand and says we need a very precariously tall and not well supported ride, symbolizing John's marvelous cake.
I'm trying to find like a rock. I'm not sure there's just like rocks in this game, which is a shame because Park Architecture you get loads of rocks.
Yeah, a few people have asked you if there's going to be more Parkitect as well.
I think when it gets to like a big proper release, yes, I think so.
Yeah, and thank you to, I'm assuming this is like it sounds French, so I'm going to say it in French. Thank you to le Missionnaire, who gave us £5 and said, I don't have any suggestions for building, but I thought I might as well donate some money for the sake of it. Thank you for the videos. So thank you very much for that. Yes, Cornelius says there should be a ride in Stellaris Land called Space Control. We've also got people reminding you that you should do a dating simulator land, a dating simulator themed thing.
There we go. So now what we've got here is now a representation of how things actually went in the early days of Benor. So over here, we've got Benor running around trying to take out a dragon, but not doing particularly well at it. And then over here, significantly away from the dragon and not actually getting involved, is the White Mage, trying to support Benor, but honestly not actually helping so very, very much. So, yeah, there we go. That's kind of stage 2 of the relationship. The early days, right there. Marvellous. So, I think, yeah, I think we've actually, someone is, by the way, if you are part of the Patreon group that's kind of waiting for slots to become available, I did just see over in the text chat of the Discord, someone is planning to leave momentarily. Thank you very much, Reaper, for your time today. And I think potentially, therefore, we will have a new slot opening up for someone new to come in momentarily. Oh, how's what's going on in the chat, Claire?
Yeah, the chat is going good. We've got someone suggesting that you should do a Panzermädels themed ride with tank themed puns. I don't know if you've got a lot of tank assets.
I'm not sure we've got any tank assets. There might be some military stuff. I'm not sure.
Yeah. Also, Evil Eye says, "John, stop ignoring Claire," which I would second as a comment.
Whatever.
Roman Jensen says, I love the permanent camera on the latest Benor, which I'm assuming is. Are you still building a Benor ride?
Yeah, it's not done yet.
Oh, okay.
It takes a lot of work, Claire.
To make something worthy of Benor.
Precisely.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, are you saying that we should rush the Benor ride?
No.
Are you saying Benor's not worth it?
I'm absolutely not saying that.
Okay, good, because you'd be wrong.
Yeah.
And just lower this just a little bit further. There we go. That's plenty of space for Benor. So now we just need the final stage of the Benor and me relationship.
Whoa, don't make it all about you, John.
It is all about me. Benor
Well,
is...
maybe it could be about Benor and other people.
What other people? There's no one else in Benor's life other than me. There's no... apart from you. Claire's giving me the eye right now. Oh dear. Right, okay, so now what we need is...
Nathan says, I wonder what John is hearing Claire say when he says,
I occasionally may possibly not listen to Claire entirely.
The Ministry of Truth wants to know if you put as much effort in Benor as you do in Claire. Honestly, probably the other way around.
Yeah, pretty much.
Sparky Toes. Probably saying that wrong. I'm sorry. It gave us $5 and says John deserves a pint for proving that even a straight guy can pick the right daddy. Brian deserves a log plume ride. I feel like Brian would like a log plume ride.
Yes, I feel like that is
Ooh,
true.
And maybe you could put a like a dog asset somewhere near it as well.
Aww.
He had a good beard, that Brian.
The good old Brian.
And Dusty B58 gave us $5 and said the elusive target ride only available for 7 days, and if you die on it, you can't ride it again.
Oh, minecart coaster explodes over there. Someone's got a minecart coaster that just went bang. Now I need that to be a kind of what's going to make that match? That is not quite matching. I need a slightly lighter grey, I think. Is Thermal matching? Yeah, that's pretty close to matching over there. Yeah, that works. And then we just need a nice front gate over.
Oh dear, not again, not again.
What?
Secret Agent Worm gave us $10. Thank you very much for a donation, and said, "Thank you for all the work. Your channel is a daily staple in our household. Can you do American John for a few minutes?"
Absolutely, we can do American John, maybe for the entirety of the rest of this stream.
Denied.
Maybe we will never stop even when the stream goes off and we ain't even recording. Maybe me and Claire will just be American John and American Claire from now on.
Denied.
Okay, maybe not.
And also thank you to Long, who gave us $5 Australian and said, "John, follow along with the chat. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie."
Oi, oi, oi! I believe it's the correct answer.
Is it?
I think so. I believe Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Oi, oi, oi! Is indeed. Somebody has created a ride called John's Car Alarm, made it break, let it break down, and then refused to repair it. That was just flagged to me through the text chat.
For those of you
That
who,
was just flagged to me through the text chat.
For those of you who joined us midstream.
Oh god, there's so many. There's so many. I don't even know where it is.
For those of us who joined
Oh,
us...
it's actually in Dodgems as well, so it's full of cars. Well
Excellent.
done.
For those of us who joined us midstream, you might have noticed that the stream was slightly delayed. This was partly because it took a bit longer than we thought to set this up, and partly because our neighbor rang the doorbell, like, the moment we were about to start streaming.
Was it Abby or was it someone of the others that we don't know that well?
It was someone else that we don't know
okay.
as well. So great impression that we made on them. They rang the bell to say that John's car's alarm had been going all night last night.
Apparently
Please
so.
turn it off.
It wasn't going when we went down, just after they said, so...
I don't know, it was a bit weird.
Yeah, it was kind of odd, yeah.
Finley gave us £5 and said, "Please stop this." I'm assuming he's referring to the American accent.
I would assume
Please
so,
do
yes.
correct us if you're talking about something else.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, let me scroll down to the bottom of the chat and see what's going on. The English Potato says, "If you did a teacup ride that is Orwell themed, you should call it Orwell."
Orwell, I quite like that. Orwell is good.
John never do. This is again in reference to the.
Oh,
accent.
I am sure.
John, never do that again. I will get a passport, go to England, and I will steal your Jaffa cakes and food if you ever do that again.
We actually have Jaffa cakes, don't we?
Benjamin Rich, if you steal my Jaffa cakes that belong to me, there shall be dire consequences.
We've actually got Jaffa cakes in the
Yeah,
thing.
because they were like super on offer. So
Oh,
I
nice.
ordered them.
Nice, like it.
Yeah, I really, really like Jaffa cakes. I can't really be trusted with them, but I bought a giant pack so I could take some of them with me to to travel with next week. Ooh, and thank you to Pirate Monkey, excellent name, who gave us $5 and said, "I just binge watched all of the Skyrim videos and now I cannot wait for episode 39.
Oh, very nice indeed. Good, good, good.
Yeah. Patrick says, "Can we have two towers opposite each other called Two Forks and Thoroughfare?"
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, what else do we have? Ooh, NLP pointed out we've got almost equal part viewers to park guests right now.
How many viewers do we have?
We have got 1,500 viewers right now.
I'm actually, honestly, I thought we would get more than that. I honestly thought for RC2 we'd actually get more than that. I'm actually kind of surprised.
Because it is your favourite one of
It is, yeah. I thought we'd have like, because the slowest one was like thousands, wasn't
the
it?
FTL one.
So FTL, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm actually almost kind of honestly a little bit surprised.
The FTL one had like a really good narrative arc. Like we didn't, obviously with FTL you can never really know. Like you might die super early, and we thought if you died super early we'd do like several little different themed stuff, but we just ended up like having a really good, really strong story in that one.
You can't predict it. It's the nature of YouTube and the live stream. You just sometimes cannot predict
Logan wants to know if you plan to play more Corsair Total Warhammer naval battles.
Almost certainly not, I'm afraid, no. I don't think so. It was alright, it just wasn't anything particularly special. It just wasn't really anything like that massively special.
And Mighty Snowball 3, I'm sorry.
Massive Snowball!
Well, I mean, I don't know, it's mighty, so... Mighty Snowball 3 wants to know where Mass Effect Andromeda is.
When Claire is on holiday, which is coming up very, very soon indeed, we're going to be doing a solo stream with that. So it will be coming back very, very soon indeed. Yes. What else have we got going on?
I'm just trying to figure out what it's in reference to when people are replying to each other.
Excellent.
The Dark Lord of Puns said he had Jaffa cakes when visited Ireland, so he can understand my obsession with them. Yes. And Roman Totale gave us $5 and says, when will we see more Paradox games on the channels?
Well, we're getting the Stellaris on a pretty regular basis right now, so...
Yeah, they mentioned Crusader Kings 2 in particular, maybe?
I think that might kind of come... I do think that's coming. I'm just not exactly sure of the timescale. But I do agree. I think that should be on its way at some point, yes.
Lord Jackson, good name, by the way, says, just arrived, what did I miss? I mean, it's messy.
It's a little bit on the mess.
Lie.
As soon as I'm done with the Benner ride, we'll go and have a little look-see round what's going on in the world, yeah. That's blocking the entrance gate to the area.
Ooh, and now that we've mentioned it, a lot of people are saying... a lot of people are saying they want you to play Crusader Kings 2, and sometime YouTuber says, all caps, whoa, Claire, are you saying you have Jaffa Cakes at the moment? Surely you mean you have an empty Jaffa Cake box and a feeling of contentment.
That might well be true later today, yeah.
That might well be true later today, but yeah, I got some Jaffa Cakes because I think they're really good, like, they were on offer. You can't not buy Jaffa Cakes when they're on offer. So we've got a multi-pack of like 3 things of Jaffa Cakes. Very happy with that. Warpig says he's still waiting for Knights of the Old Republic 1 and 2, which I think you said you wanted to play, right?
I struck with the problem is that there's questions because Disney owns it now about what
yes,
you can and can't get away with, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, at some point, if you don't know what's gonna happen when you do something like that, it's just safer not to do it because you don't want something like permanently to happen to the channel, you know?
Yeah, and here we go. So basically, yeah, let's revisit this whole ride here. Let's actually just start, let's kick it off and actually get the entrance and the exits set up here. So we'll have a nice entrance there and a nice exit back here. And then we can get this. I think it's only, yeah, you can only have... I'm allowed more than 1 boat, thank you. I think we'll have as many boats. Why would you default to 1 boat? That's really weird. Yeah.
It's mine and Benno's boat.
So, basically what we do on the river on this particular Tunnel of Love for Benno is we revisit Morphal, where Benno, originally just some kind of random guy who punched everyone in the face, he's just kind of, he's hanging out here by his little village. And then we go through the tunnel, and we make it to the 2nd stage in the life of Benno, where we have got ourselves, Benno back in his kind of scruffy fighting days, doing a lot of stabbing, and John hiding at the back, the little white mage just kind of desperately trying to keep Benno alive, but honestly not necessarily, doing that well, all things considered. And then the 3rd one is maybe a little bit of a look into the future. So here we are in Riften. Now these days, John and Benno hang out together. Benno's all great big hero, and John and Benno hang out together. And there's a Temple of Mara. There's a Temple of Mara right there. What could Benno and John be doing outside the Temple of Mara? I don't know. I don't know what John and Benno will be doing together at the Temple of Mara. But I'm sure they're having a lovely time. I'm sure John and Benno are having a lovely time at the Temple of Mara in Riften. Temple of Mara in Riften. And that is how we shall leave it. We will just have to see where that goes. We'll have to see where that goes. Let's go and actually just quickly build the exit paths for this. I might need to actually...
Oh dear, the geek guide, you are treading in dangerous waters, my friend. He just said digestives are better than Jaffa cakes.
I'd actually probably agree with that.
Which kind of digestive?
Just like basic. I really like just basic digestives, to be perfectly honest.
Plain digestives without chocolate are better than Jaffa cakes?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Milk chocolate digestives.
Sometimes I just like a nice plain digestive because it helps you with your digestion and whatnot.
It's a biscuit, John.
Yeah. It's a biscuit, yeah.
It's just I'm not sure it helps you with your digestion. It's just a biscuit and it's tasty. Although if you do like Jaffa cakes and if you do like digestives, sometimes they do these like special edition chocolate and orange digestives, and they are my favorite.
Is that the right level or is that? No, it's one level 2 line. Hang on. Straighten that out. There we go. And we don't.
And now people are arguing about their favorite types of digestives in the chat.
Okay, so River Raft Swan, and this is going to be. Sorry, what was it? It was Benor's Dark and Dangerous Cave, was it? With someone suggested.
Like that, yeah.
Yeah, I think this can indeed be Benor's Dark and Dangerous Cave. The new.
Of love, I think.
Yeah.
They said.
Sorry, Benor's. Assuming that I'm not sure if there's a character in it. Benor's Dark and Dangerous Cave. Nope, can't fit. It's just going to be.
I think that works really well.
Benor's Dark and Dangerous Cave, because you do go for a tunnel. You do go for a tunnel, which is fine.
And also shout out to Pandas Eat Rage, who gave us $6.67 US dollars, or even $6.67 cents. Right. Whilst it's nice, Ticket to Ride got a graphical upgrade. I can't figure out who is winning. So I don't know if maybe the ride called Ticket to Ride somewhere. Presumably they don't mean the board game got an upgrade.
Well, it might be the game version.
And thanks to Julian, who gave us £5 and said, can we have John build a Chadwell station ride in honor of his rage towards a zombie and its shocking portrayal of the TFL system.
Nice. Okay, so everyone, this game is acknowledging the excitement that Benor represents, because despite being just a little raft ride that never goes above 6 kilometers an hour and averages 3 kilometers an hour, it's even then medium excitement. The game acknowledges how exciting Benor is. All right, the game is acknowledged. Right, let's see what's going on. Oh dear. Right, so stuff's been going on.
What's the thing with the creep at the bottom of it?
Huh?
What's the...
Yeah, I'm interested in that one. That is purple. That is Why Not Wednesday. That is
very nice.
Why Not Wednesday is just going up and down, but it's not getting much action, unfortunately, which is somehow appropriate. That's Why Not Wednesday over there. And then next to it we have got the launch to Matasnobia.
Oh!
You can just blast off to Matasnobia over there. We have got a magical and the Skitaki as well. There's a magical ride for the Skitaki, which is there, and we have got arriving from Aurora Spore. Basically, we've just discussed Icy Mushroom World.
Nice.
This is Icy Mushroom. There's your Stellaris Land. I like that. Right.
Hey, where's the Legions of Tabby, guys?
Yeah, have we got Legions of Tab? Oh, someone's built something really big over here. Someone's built something really impressive.
John,
yes.
Keep reading it.
What?
That was beautiful, John.
I didn't even see this at John's perception. I didn't see. My brain didn't register that it just said John's perception in front of me. My brain literally didn't see that.
Oh, you absolute muppet.
I actually didn't see it. Oh, God. I just saw some random shapes and just like, I wonder what this ride is. John's perception, -1. So the ride is -1, and yet it's a confusing dark ride where no one knows what's going on. Let's see.
Is it popular?
Let's see through the scenery. Oh yeah, you go for a confusing swirly tunnel, and then you just get dumped down in the darkness.
No one is on this ride.
Oh,
Oh.
that's. I wish I could fake that. That's perfect.
That was
There's just a random heart there. We've got a bit. Then there's another one. There's another economy ride, which no one has activated just yet. Oh, beautiful.
Oh, this is great.
This is good work, guys. What have we got over here? We have got ourselves Kevin Bacon.
Kevin Bacon's water.
Demolish
Is every other ride somehow linked to the Kevin Bacon ride? Like, can you have a Kevin
Resist
Bacon ride
urge
number?
to demolish entire
John,
ride
no.
attraction.
If you demolish the entire ride, I am not sharing with you the tub of, like, really nice chocolatey things you bought for the stream.
I bought those! They're mine! You can't not share with me what I
I
bought!
can if you're griefing.
I know, we established the rules. We clearly established that the rules are actually, like, that if it has Kevin Bacon, you're allowed to grief it. This person took a risk.
No, you established that.
Mm-hmm. Actually, you know what? They're clearly building it to have dinosaurs right now. That makes it better. That's acceptable.
Okay. Now.
We've got Sex the Monorail, which I think could be improved by slightly reducing the minimum waiting time.
Lord
There's
Jackson
a
wants
queue.
to know what you have against Kevin Bacon.
I've nothing against Kevin Bacon. It's just one of the people who was going to be on the stream had a Kevin Bacon avatar and was really, really insistent that it was art. Now, what on earth is this? Ah, Boleslaw's Big Backstab Adventure. Over here, Boleslaw's Big Backstabbing Adventure. So he actually goes, yep, up and around, then down into...
Like a nice village.
Yeah, and he just kind of... Hang on, what's it... What does that say? I can't read that. What does it say? Oh, it's Rizan. Okay, it's Rizan, one of the towns he's taken. So he's literally smashing his way. It's cavalry there. There's a bunch of cavalry. Just smashes his way into Rizan and then straight. That's lovely. That's just our thing. Like, I like the rides where, like, rather than just being like big rides, like a big bit of effort's been put into the theming. Those are my favourite ones. And we've got the That's the Witcher Coaster.
Aww.
It doesn't exist. Witcherland. That's Witcherland and there's just nothing there.
Oh, Emily, it happened.
Oh no. Oh, is that Emily asking for Witcherland?
Yeah.
Hello, Emily.
Yeah, Boleslow's Backstab Adventure is a good name and a good ride.
Yep, Evil John's Trophy Hall, just a terrifying skeleton dark world.
Trophy what?
Evil John's Trophy Hall, where I keep my trophies.
Oh, I see. I thought it said Trophy Hoard.
Also, guys, have we actually got just like 5 or 6 janitors just down in this corner of the map in a position where no one else can get in or out?
Wait, so like the only thing that is in Sex to John is 6 janitors?
I think so, yeah.
So,
I believe so.
And
Also,
people can't get to the Sex to John garden.
Also, their only job is to water the gardens, but they can't get to the gardens because they're not allowed on the grass. You know, I'm gonna change all these guys' jobs to just mow the grass. Because I basically... Also, no one's emptying the litter bins or sweeping...
Yeah, but that's alright, because there's like literally no one on those footpaths because it's not linked.
I want Okay, I'm just going to go over all the handymen. I'm going to change all of them to mow the grass because the fact the grass is ugly bothers me and I like having all the grass be nice. So I'm going to I'm just going to go into the staff menu right now. And right up to the point where I get bored, which will be almost immediately, there's 70 handymen. Okay, actually, some of them already have that order. Some of them do have that order. Oh god.
Also, thank you to Freya, who says who gave us £5 and said that there should be a segment in the Benno ride where he becomes the commander of a dreadnought.
Oh, he becomes a dreadnought. I'm not sure we can represent that in ride form. Also, I quite like how you've just set John the janitor, who has no function. Someone has just created John the janitor and he doesn't do anything. He literally just wanders around being useless.
Wait, so does John the janitor literally wander around the Sex to John garden doing nothing? Because that's kind of creepy.
He's just wandered off. He's doing nothing.
Yeah, but is he in the Sex to John gardens? Because that's what makes it creepy if his name is John.
I think he was... I don't know where he was. He was wandering off in the middle of nowhere. I'm saying multiple janitors to mowing. Someone help me mow, damn it.
Also, Roman Jensen, who was in Australia or New Zealand, I believe, and says quite late where he was, just said he had to leave and go get some sleep. So, thank you for attending.
Someone just crashed the economy again. Thank you indeed very much. We always kind of, give a special shout out to the Australians and the New Zealanders.
Yep. Yeah, and there's a message that you totally ignored earlier about building a Chadwell Station ride in honor of your rage towards the shocking portrayal of the TFL system in Zombie.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure what that is, but like you totally didn't listen.
Oh, someone's already doing this. People are actually helping me settle because I think people are frustrated about how slow I'm doing it. Everyone is now setting all of the janitors to mow the grass. So at this point, the grass should start getting mowed in a bloody hurry. Thank you to the people who are helping me do that. But now all the janitors have picked up the mowing grass option, so hopefully some grass. There we are. Looks so much nicer. Bugs. I do like having the janitors. Like once you've got some spare janitors, setting them to mow the grass, just because otherwise the grass looks very, very scruffy. Someone's just built a chessboard over here. That's nice. We've got 3 fusion cores. Oh, sadly there's no way to whack it up to ridiculous kill everyone mode and change it to 4 fusion cores. It would be kind of fun if there was a ride next door that was 4 fusion cores, was just a smoking ruin. The Fighting Knights Dodgem cars. Okay, I think that's just a preset one, actually. Heartline Twister Coaster. Just got, some more mowing going on there. Yep, we've got Clowns, the circus show. Keep on going around. God, my life is spiraling down the spiral slide. Well, this one's got some good theming going on right now. Brexit Simulators picked up a load of really nice theming. Someone's done a lot of really nice work over here in the UK land. This is the sort of stuff I like. So we've got the world's #2 roller coaster and the world's #1 roller coaster synced up. They go on their own little rides together, which is kind of cool. I think it's actually a really short one, actually. It looks like it's literally just out around and back. But they do perfectly synchronize, which is kind of cool. It'd be nice to see what people are thinking. And it was great, lots of people are thinking. High, very high, and high. Blimey. Yeah, I think it is literally just... I think it might just do a couple of loops. I think you get like 2... I think you get 2 rotations. Yeah, I think you get 2 rotations. And they are synchronized to each other, which is really nice. And yeah, we've got the Crash and Smolder and Brexit Simulator. Brexit Simulator apparently has no test results yet, which is interesting given it's live. Someone might have just made a change to it, which is why it potentially doesn't have any actual stuff there. We've got, some really... just like Theresa May's ride there. Theresa May's ride surrounded by its wheat fields. And this guy who's... What are you doing out there? Just find some grass to mow. Find some grass to mow. There you are. Help out. You know they're about to start mowing because they do a weird kind of glitchy diagonal thing. The toilet's called Downing Street. Someone set up a toilet and called it Downing Street. Very good. Very good.
Shout out to Oliver who gave us 50 Swedish krona. And
nice, thank you.
When you accidentally hit a guard in Skyrim or Fallout, try sheathing your weapon repeatedly. If it doesn't work the first time, they can become friendly. Because like they can see that you didn't do it on purpose or something.
Yes, I think I've heard that before.
And also shout out to Dane McPherson in New Zealand who gave us $1 New Zealand dollar. Thank you very much. The English Potato wants to know how Tabby is. Now we haven't checked on Tabby since we started doing the stream, but she was sleeping on a bed in the next room, so I'm pretty sure she's like literally exactly in the same spot.
Benor's Dark and Dangerous Cave was great, say a couple of people.
Well, yeah.
Well, yeah, absolutely. Someone's building something interesting over here. Matland! Oh, someone built Matland next door to Mexico. It's also behind a wall.
Oh, no. What is the ride?
The ride looks like it's one of the little minecart rides. Wooden wild mine ride. Only 2 cars and 2 cars per train, so it's a very small little thing. And it's low excitement, ultra extreme intensity, extreme nausea rating. It's not exciting, but it makes you extremely sick. It's not exciting, but it's intense and it does make you vomit. Dear oh flipping dear, I feel sorry for Matt.
Patrick Jackson wants to know if we're going to have a spaceship with holes in it on fire called Tharsis.
Oh, and then we've got ourselves... My milk gave me a sign over here, which is also... I like the fact my milk gave me a sign has the really, really wacky multicolored kind of floral paths and also lots of weird dead trees and weird stuff like nymphs under the ash tree. I like the fact that that's all been set. Also, there's signs here. Hang on. They've actually written out the damn quote in the signs. Love it. Love it. We've got, can you keep it up? Cop is indeed now a new thing. Someone has just flagged to me there is a new golf course somewhere. The old golf course was somewhere around here.
Hybrid Vampy says that there should be a ride with a really, really long path to it called, I've had my eye on this for a long time.
Mm-hmm. Wait, hang on. The Quest to Iverstead... Wait a minute. Quest to Iverstead has... That's... Does this Quest to Iverstead literally not have an exit? Have people just been stuck in here for literally their entire lives? Was there actually a way out?
Yes!
Is that...
Yes.
Hang on. Hang on.
Oh, so...
I want to get out of the Quest to Iverstead! I don't think there's... I'm not sure there's an exit. I didn't even thought you were allowed to... I assumed the game would check whether there was an exit before you were allowed to start the maze.
That's so mean!
I'm not sure there even is one.
Well, there's two. No, there is, look.
Yeah, well, I can see there's an exit. I'm not sure there's...
Well, someone just used it.
I've been queuing the Quest for Iverstead for ages. It looks like there's okay, if that's the exit there, is there hang on, chat, is there actually a way to get out of... Oh no, I think someone just got out there. Someone just got out. I think someone just left the Quest to Iverstead. Oh, the Quest to Iverstead was great. Okay, good. There is indeed. Also, Whiterun has an elevator called the Mass Effect loading screen. Okay, we need to go and check out how Whiterun's getting on. How Whiterun is, and... Okay. That's Whiterun. It is certainly... Oh, can you actually go inside Dragon Reach? Go inside Dragon Reach? No, you can't go inside Dragon Reach, unfortunately. Lots of people with maps and whatever.
Yeah, but there is a dragon on the roof.
Oh, someone has actually set up the temple, the actual temple there, which is really cool, with the graveyards at the back, which is nice. So yeah, you come in, and then you have got yourself... There's kind of the... the Mass Effect loading screen, I like it. Yeah, so you come in, and then there's actually only a single loop, which I guess that kind of is. It's that in the actual Whiterun, there's like half the loops at the low ground, then there's steps up, and then there's kind of like half in the Cloud District. So yes, I guess these people do come to the Cloud District very often. And then yeah, Dragon's Reach right there, and we've got which one is that one? Oh, Yavaska. There's a little house right there in the form of Yavaska. Excellent. And then Troll Physics. Troll Physics, which just spins you around because it's Skyrim
Nero
land.
says that you should check the shop names in Whiterun.
I should check the shop names?
Yeah.
Okay. Somebody steal your Sweet Roll. The Sweet Roll store. Shrine to Talos is actually in Broadley. Actually, surely the Shrine to Talos should be over here. The Shrine to Talos should be... Because the Shrine to Talos is just to the right of the staircase that leads up to Dragon Reach. So I feel like the Shrine to Talos isn't quite in the right place. But I do quite like that. And then we've got Toilets 14. That one was a bit more disappointing. And Bellathor! Oh, good old Bellathor's General Goods Store. Oh, I like Bellathor. Bellathor's the best. He's the best shop. Excellent. Yes, indeed, there are some goods. There we go. Someone's moved it. Someone's moved it. I think they've actually just made it face into the... Yep, there we are. Someone just spotted that. They made it face into the someone steal your sweet roll there. Also, someone is trying right now to... Yep, lovely. Though, don't forget, when we're selling balloons, we have to sell balloons in the right colours, please. Make sure we're selling balloons in the M80N colours. Lovely. So, we've checked John's perception that I completely bloody missed. What someone built over...
Wait. What's this potato thing in the corner? Or oh no,
what?
Patreon.
That's Patreon. That's Patreon, not potato. Potato. Someone built a Claire Potato District. Oh dear. And we've got... Oh, the Podcat. Someone actually built the Podcat. It's in the middle of nowhere. No one goes on it, and it just it just goes up. Then it dies. Then it just goes down again. Oh, but the Podcats was good. The Podcats was good when it was there. But yeah, it just starts, bumps a little bit, and then it's over. Oh, good old Podcats.
We've got a message from Demonic Funk, who gave us $5 and says the next time you play Fallout 4, you should use the Modern Weapons mod, the Unlimited Companions mod, and turn the crosshairs off. That does seem to be like quite a big change.
Yeah.
From traditional Fallout 4. And then Meatballs Bra also gave us $5 Australian. Thank you for watching still, if you're still up and you're in Australia. John, have you ever played Total Annihilation? Any chance of a 3-part series for each Annihilation game?
I've Annihilation. And thankfully we've also now got Claire's potato-based desserts now exist.
Right, but please answer the question.
Which I honestly, it's not planned. It's not.
Okay.
It's not planned.
Dane McPherson, thank you. Dane McPherson just gave us $2 New Zealand dollars even. I'm
Acceptable, good dollars, good dollars.
And says it's 5:45 a.m. in New Zealand, perfect time for a snoot boop.
Yeah. Boop. There we go. Snoot has been booped. Yes. I like it. I like the fact we've gone straight over to. It's also. I think it's a hamburger joint that's named Claire's. I'm glad that someone actually agrees with me. Given. Oh no, it's.
Okay. The only.
No, it's funnel cakes. It's just. Oh, it's just because it gets that simple thing. So it's a funnel cake. A funnel cake.
It's just potatoes and dessert.
Potato.
Dessert.
Claire's potato-based desserts is the name of the shop.
Well, maybe potato-based breakfast would be.
Good old potato-based desserts. Oh, this is nice. I think someone may have bombed Mexico, by the way, while we weren't paying attention. But
that's unpleasant.
A couple of fighters have just appeared over Mexico. They weren't there previously. Someone just put some fighters over Mexico. And then Benor's Dark and Dangerous Cave. Looks like it's, a few people are on that ride, enjoying the history of Benor there. Good old history of Benor.
Good.
Oh, blimey, there's one heck of a coaster over here.
Sir Roderick Quincy from Thunderbottom, the magnificent High King of Australia, gave us $2 Australian and wants to know why the castle in Australia is not named after him. Come on, builders. Ooh, that one. Oh yeah. I don't think I'd seen that side view of the Ice Mushroom World.
Oh, that's a different one. There's 2 Ice Mushroom Worlds.
Ooh,
This
okay.
is Ice Mushroom World over here. I'm not sure if it's the same person, but someone's built a different Ice Mushroom World over here.
That's cool, though, because you had a few different Ice Mushroom planets.
Which is over.
John's Heart.
This is it's John's Heart.
What's the other one called?
What?
The other Mushroom World.
Well, that's the name of the ride. That's the name of the ride. The rides were like launched to Matasnobia. That was the stuff over there. So we have actually that over there. And Hello World, someone writes next to Matt is better than John. There we go. That's that fixed up. Lovely.
Did you just break something?
Huh? I just deleted it, yes, and I don't say sorry in the slightest. I think someone might be possibly building Roman land over here. I'm not sure if someone's building like a vaguely sort of like Eastern Roman Empire sort of thing going on over here.
The English Potato says, can we have an entertainer called the Praetorian Guard, like the Praetorian Guard, but in honor of the Patreon supporters?
That seems reasonable, except I'm not sure we can actually... Okay, I think I can rename the ones that are earlier. So if I go over to like an earlier entertainer, you're just wandering around, you don't have a dedicated space.
Emily says that Why Not Wednesdays apparently has broken down now.
Why Not Wednesdays is probably broken down, yes. Unfortunately, I don't think I can... Okay, but if I can lift him, that means I might be allowed to rename him. So they wanted it to be named the Patronion? Like that? Patronion God? I think.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. Are we allowed to...
I'm not sure
That actually stuck. That's stuck. It's after we get to a certain level of staff, you're not allowed to add any more at that point. Which is also, what on earth is this? What is that? There's just a thing.
I don't know.
I've no idea what that is. Oh dear. Marvellous. Right, so what do we have going on over here? Claire, tell us what's going on in the chat. What is the chat saying?
What is going on in the chat? Yeah. People are saying Perception 9,000,000 because underneath Hello World there's a series of paths that kind of look like they were made to look like a swastika, and was checking with the
In where?
with the well, you know where Hello World is, where you deleted like John is better than. Oh, someone got rid of it. Thank you guys. I was literally about to say in the. I was literally about to get into the RCT2 chat on Discord to tell them, but then the chat was like. The chat kind of exploded, saying, "What the fuck is going on there?" So.
I didn't even see that, but then that's my perception.
Know. I didn't point it out immediately because I was like, "I'll just tell the guys in the Discord to delete it." It's been deleted now. Yes, John didn't notice it, and I was like, "I'll just get it removed." So. Anyway, I am gonna make an executive decision and go get the chocolatey things out of the fridge.
Shall we take a brief break here? Actually, you know what? Before we take a very brief break... Oh, that's the new golf course that was flagged to us. I'm gonna bring...
Oh, it's Kevin Bacon themed.
Is it? Oh, no, is it? Oh, for bloody sake. Right, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring the Discord back onto the chat for a second, where the people in the Discord are gonna be able to tell me anything I've missed that's of particular interest.
Excellent.
So we're going to bring the chat back in. So chat, let's see what you can do. Let's see how good 20-odd people are at figuring out when they're not in the same room how to speak one at a time. Hello, Discord chat. You're now back on.
Hello. Hi.
Hi. Neo, you
said
ruined
no
it.
one was
We
going
were
to
all going
talk.
to be quiet.
Ha!
Excellent.
You ruined it.
The chat was just attempting
I'm
to
Banterer.
troll me there. There we go. Right, what have I missed, guys? What is of interest have I failed to see?
You missed the fact that Kevin Bacon as bacon is art.
I just saw that. I just resisted the urge to delete it.
Kevin Bacon is not art.
Kevin Bacon is not. What are these things next to Kevin Bacon's art? These weird things on the ground. What even is that asset? There's
Alien
You're the
spotlight.
most useful layer.
alien what?
Spotlight.
Alien spotlight. Excellent.
You know what's kind of sad? John the useless janitor is just wandering around the Patreon area just looking for patrons, but nobody's there.
Is he actually just made his way to the straight to the Patreon area?
Yeah, he's completely lost. He doesn't know where to go. He's just walking around like, where are my patrons? Where are my patrons?
Excellent. And then we've got another maze over here. I was genuinely trying to figure out for a second whether Quest to Iverson actually had an exit or not. But it turns out it did, so that's nice. What's this one? I'm just trying to check this one. Oh, Flip! The giant Flip water ride. Excellent. I saw that one nice and early. Anything else, guys, that I've missed that's of particular note?
I renamed the toilet in Whiterun.
The toilet
has
in
a
White.
name.
Excellent. That was indeed previously not named. That is now No! Boo! House Battleborn is a great house. You can just say Battleborn to the guy, and like he'll let you loot it. Right, the useless house is House Greymane.
It's useless
better.
after you loot it, though.
There we are. Good old House Greymane. Are you saying Greymane when I'm asking you Greymane or Battleborn?
Yes,
Unacceptable.
of course.
Also, someone fenced off an area like right at the beginning of the game and has never used it. What did you fence that off for? Like, I can see you've literally got... Was that like the Armadillo Coaster or something? No, the Armadillo Coaster was over here. That's still working. Or is it? Yeah, it's still there. It's just not many people are on it right now. Does anyone remember who fenced off this area and what you were planning to do? And also, this was this massive toll coaster. YouTube CPMs. I'd miss that. I'd miss the YouTube CPMs. Everyone wants to get on the YouTube CPMs, right? Everyone wants to be a YouTuber. If only they knew the truth. Right, yes, if anyone remembers what that bloody thing was for and wants to... What's this tiny little right here? Mass Effect. Oh, Mass Effect loading screen, of course. I've seen that one already. Excellent. Excellent. I'm liking the people who are doing the theming. I do like the theming. The theming is excellent quality. Anything else I need to know about, or have I missed? Oh, hang on, what's this one?
The milk ride has some interesting staff names.
The what ride?
My milk gave me a sign.
The milk gave... What? Staff names? You can set staff names? What do you mean
The
staff? Oh,
handyman.
do you have dedicated staff who are patrolling just that area or something?
And there's a handyman named Francis York Morgan and an entertainer named Zach.
Ah, excellent. I had missed that. I don't know where he's wandered off to. Hang on, let's see if let's locate him. There's John the useless handyman who he should get on with mowing grass. John can help, damn it. Let
no,
John help.
No, John is a useless handyman.
Let him help. Let John the handy
he's not very handy. I mean, come on, he doesn't understand technology at all.
Okay, yep, there's I've found Agent Francis York Morgan and the entertainer. We have got, I see Zach over there, who is a sheriff. Excellent, very appropriate indeed. Marvellous. Alright, I'd say now we are going to take ourselves a very quick break here, just so Claire and I can go and actually eat some, like, delicious things. And then we will finish up and see what else is going on here. People, feel free to keep building, by the way, if you want to just keep building. John the useless janitor just got I think moved and probably his job taken away from him. John the useless janitor is not allowed to have a job apparently. Feel free to keep building. Don't worry about stopping building during our break. So we will be right back. I didn't actually make a special asset for this or anything, so that's the Stellaris asset. Actually, you know what? No. I'm putting up the balls screen. The balls. We're having balls screen. We're just going to have a very brief break now. 7:05. We will be right back. Thank you very much. See you shortly. That was the wrong button. That was the wrong button. That's the right button. I pushed the wrong button. That's fine. Right, so we're back, and I've been also flagged to me during the break a couple of things I missed. This is rather interesting, Benor's Dark Secrets. The Benor Mansion. Benor's Dark Secret. That is kind of slightly terrifyingly kind of twitching and glitching. There is a Benor's Dark Secret, right? Where people go in. What exactly is... I'm not sure I want to see this. What's actually inside Benor's actual mansion? Wait, what? Okay, see, if I turn off the scenery, I can't see then whatever's inside the house. Also, I can't see. Okay, I'll fix your eyes in a second. I just need to see what's inside. I need to see Benor's secret. What? What? What's inside Benor's Dark Mansion? I don't want to knock down any more of it than I already have. Guys?
Cornelius on chat says Benor is a very simple man.
Is that his secret? That he just lives in a giant cardboard house with nothing inside it?
Don't judge, John.
Sorry, I'm sorry that I just slightly knocked down the roof of your mansion. What is inside? Someone tell me in either the RCT text chat or in the in-game chat. What actually... Is there a secret inside the Benor mansion? Because I can't see one.
The secret is that he's empty inside.
John is griefing back. The secret is he's empty inside. Oh! Oh no. All of the biggest house that all of that spare money can buy, it doesn't deal with the fact this is his secret. He is empty. He's empty inside from
Maybe
all of...
it's because his girlfriend is super mean to him.
I only occasionally have to use the ancient power of the dragons to knock him from one side of the room to the other. And I only did it because he talked back to me that one time. Okay? It's fine. There's nothing unhealthy about my and Benor's relationship. Yeah. I think there was a water thing over here that I do love the Denmark thing. That's one of my favourite ones, actually. The amount of kind of love that just went into the Denmark Crusaders. The Danish Crusaders run is absolutely beautiful, that is. Especially with the fact that someone actually went out of their way to try and use just like the generic assets and land to try and create kind of vaguely medieval to Middle Eastern style-y buildings. That's so lovely. That's actually that probably might be my favourite thing in the entire park, even though it's really small. Those are my favourite bits. Where someone just makes something like kind of really small.
Is.
What?
Like pyramids in Christianity.
Yeah.
That's in fact, and I swear, I thought
it
was
big,
Vegas.
It's a big, no,
I thought it was Vegas.
We established so long ago that was Danish Crusaders. We established that so flipping long ago.
It kind of looks like, you know, Vegas High Street, I'm just saying. Anyway.
Vegas High Street?
Whatever, that street full of casinos.
You mean the Strip?
Yeah, that!
You just called the Strip Vegas High Street! Vegas High Street!
Can we focus on important things?
Uh-huh.
Like the fact that we got some super chat donations.
Oh yeah, go for the super chat donations.
Yeah,
go!
Out of this bind. Thank you to Jacob Douglas who gave us $5 and says, "Hey John, just letting you know that I love you and good job with everything." And we've got a donation from AG Eaton, thank you so much, who gave us $50 and says hello from Texas. And hello, AG, thank you so much.
Thank you so much for that. That's a really generous donation. Someone's made a really nice... I don't know who made this one. Someone's made a really nice land over here. Like, these are the ones I really like when there's consistent theming and the colour scheme's nice and consistent.
That's really cool.
I'm not sure if it's supposed to be like kind of like nice and British or something. Maybe it's like Far East Asian because it's just the pagoda style. But they've got like, there's a nice little mini railway that goes round, and there's a nice little just a vintage car ride. And if we listen to the music, there's just some nice gentle music, and there is a Who's Your Daddy log flume, which takes away from the gentle, sophisticated Far East Asian. That's my ride. I think that's Conscript David is who many of you will know from doing large amounts of the fan art on the Solaris is kind of doing that. And yeah, there's another miniature railway. It's very nice. I like that because it's just one of those really nice themed rides. That means there's also dinosaurs. So it's kind of like a subtle English dinosaur Japanese land. Okay, some of the theming may have gone a little bit off at various points, but it's there. It's there. I like that. I like when a little bit of kind of, you know, the theming goes in, like with the mushrooms and what have you. Excellent. Oh, no, hang on. No, Moneybean is declaring my land. Oh, we have a challenger. 2 separate people are claiming they designed this land. So, well, we'll have to see. We'll have to let them fight it out in the chat to see who that actually is. Moneybean saying mine. Conscript David, it turns out, is a phony. Conscript David's a phony. A big phony who lied about his land. Dear, oh dear. Shame, Conscript. Wait, hang on. You did the maths of this. How many times do I have to say shame to do the Game of Thrones thing?
Like 82. I went to a Game of Thrones
82.
quiz.
Shame. 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 Are you keeping count?
No.
Was I on 4 or 5?
Like maybe 5.
Oh, I'll have to start. Shame! Okay, sorry, David now claiming that he actually did the Vikings thing. Okay, fine, that's acceptable. I like the Viking thing. We've got some big rides going up. I've been asking people to put in some... Oh, bloody hell! What the hell is this thing? Virginia Rio 1! Oh, this is intriguing. This is intriguing. Virginia... Also, there's... I feel sorry for this. Handyman 36 just lives on Hell World. Maybe my good man get back on a path and help out. Actually, you know what? No. Get over here and start flipping mowing. The stream's not over until everyone's done mowing. Till every single bit of grass has been mowed. I like Virginia Real 1. That's looking very, very nice indeed. We have got... I would untie you, see. But there is a hovercraft, of course. I guess, you know, log flumes floating are indeed kind of hovercrafts. That is definitely... It's aggressive. That is an aggressive queuing system for the log flume there. That's very aggressive. I love it there are now 2 mushroom snow worlds. Oh, also, there's actually a 3rd mushroom world, incidentally. Someone used some of the sci-fi assets to make this. I think this one's really nice. Whoever made, like, the 3rd mushroom world... Conscript David now yelling, I built that too! He's not reacting well to be called a phony. There's the mushroom spaceport. And there's the mushroom training exercises. And there's all sorts of mushrooms. The mushrooms in this game are kind of weird because they generally look like they don't... Like, they're weirdly flat. And they're not... They look like they've been stretched. They look like they're kind of like assets that have been stretched a little bit. It's kind of odd looking. But yeah, we've got all of that. Oh dear. I like... Okay, Caution Not Danger has indeed had its colouring changed, which I approve of. The fact that Caution Not Dangerous now has its colour changed. And John's YouTube journey is...
Oh dear.
What the bloody hell? It's massive. Wow. Okay, I need to get hold of one of the... Nothing's running on it. It's currently closed because nothing's running on it. And you can't test it because there's no... Basically, someone made a massive roller coaster entitled My YouTube Journey, and it's just broken and doesn't work. And I think I should be offended. I should be very offended at this. Oh, dear. Oh, this is beautiful. This is nice. This is... I didn't think we were going to actually fill all this up, but we're actually going to come pretty close. Someone's filling out Patreon world up here. The patrons
that's really nice.
now have their own... The patron carts are now over here.
I think you should change that world grass to be like more orangey. If there's a,
I'm not sure there is an orange one. There's like this yellowy.
Kind of yellowy one.
I think the red's more appropriate actually. I think it's just more appropriate.
Because that orange is really bright.
What I think I'm going to do is I'm actually going to build a massive go-karts because go-karts are my favourite ride in this whole thing. So I feel like...
Bob Bublington says, I'm not sure if it's appropriate for go-karts, but Bob Bublington said we should have a Stephen Moffat coaster that starts well but always messes it up in the last 5 minutes.
We've had plenty of them. We've got loads of stuff that keeps bloody just crashing.
Well, I don't think he said crashing. He said messing up.
Oh dear. Right, where's a good point to... Is there still any good space close by to the bear is still around? How many people are using that? Look, the bear is still around is really popular. People are loving the bear is still around. Actually, there's a queue, I think. Yeah, there's a big queue for the bear is still around. No, well, not a massive queue, but like... You know, and the Hogwarts Express appears to be a lot of people on that as well. But for like, you know, a basic little kind of crappy, just motorcycle, really slow ride, it's actually got quite a few people. I'm not sure as many people are on the Benor's Dark and Dangerous Cave. I think that's actually been relatively quiet because it's a little bit out the way. We don't really have a good transport system.
I mean, it's worth it though.
We're not
it's such a good ride.
We're not really good at the transport system here. The transport infrastructure hasn't worked so well. But yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to, if I can squeeze it in, I'm actually going to start it. Love the fields of wheat around Theresa May's ride. It's beautiful. I'm going to try if I can squeeze it in really early on.
Someone in the chat just asked if you were drunk, because you sound drunk apparently.
Do I sound drunk?
You are always this hyper.
Uh-huh.
Like, you are literally always like that.
I might be tired. I had a big day yesterday doing a secret thing I can't talk about yet. You'll be able to learn.
It was a pretty cool secret thing, though.
I did a really cool secret thing, and I can't tell you what it is because I'm under NDA. But I can show you a really, really cool thing in August, and I can't tell you what it is until that point. But I already know what the pun is going to be for the subtitle because that's the priority. The priority is always the puns. Damn it! And there's the. Oh, apparently there's different types of go-karts. What?
People are getting excited about elephants in the chat. Are there elephants anywhere?
Well, I'm guessing someone just built a good news go. Oh, there's an elephant, right? Well, there's an elephant there.
Okay.
There's an elephant there.
Just randomly walking.
Good news, guys! Elephants here! I love how I've heard the end cards so many times. I can literally perfectly do like the cadence of the end cards. Like, I can just kind of straight away, with no questions, just do. Good dodge, good dodge. Can you keep it up, cop? Oh, no, you can't. Oh, nice. Oh, didn't quite get that one, though. I am going to the gun store in Star. Where's my partner? Oh, it's not here. Oh, so long, loser. Brrr. I like doing those. Where's just the normal go-karts? Because I can see we've got 1920s carts and like weird Flintstone carts. Where's the bloody...
Bob Bublington wants to know how much time a day you spend thinking up puns.
Too much. What would be worryingly too much, so I don't want to calculate it. Yeah, there's two themed go-kart rides. Where are just the normal go-karts? Do we just not have the normal go-karts in this? We might not do, actually. It's kind of interesting. Alright, I've got...
Solar Dragon wants to know if you've renamed everybody to Steve yet.
I'll give it my best damn shot. Right, okay, let's start it going off in this direction. Actually, you know what, let's start it going in this direction. Yeah, we'll have it starting literally right by the thing here. I want to have as many... I want this station to be as long as possible, because with the station being as long as possible, you're allowed to, at that point, you can have the maximum number of cars. I'm not sure what the maximum number of cars for it is, and at some point... Okay, we definitely... That's now too many. That's now too many over there. We're going to make that... Oh, yeah, of course, I'd forgotten there's, yeah, the station platform there, so we'll just make that go like that, and that's fine. And no, not up in, yeah, up in that. And is that going to be enough to get over the top? Yes, it will. Lovely. Let's just make that turn around this way, and now let's keep this on. That's probably enough. At some point the game will say that's enough station. Maybe it won't. Maybe, like, there's definitely... Now I'm just curious whether the game is just going to say stop. You know, that's probably enough. That's probably enough. It's probably enough.
Thank you to Dane McPherson, who gave us $2 New Zealand and says, "You're keeping secrets now, John. That's a punishable crime." And thank you to Jacob Douglas, who just gave us $10 and says, "So I feel like this isn't the right time, but I think that you should do some more Kill Everything or Kill Nothing like New Vegas, because those were my favorite series because it was super funny."
I think we'll do something of that nature at some point. I think there'll be something of that nature. Like, I kind of make them come back in various little ways. Like, I do like in just a little one-off. Like, I do really like, say, the Democracy 3 Kill Everything. I thought was really fun. That was actually, I think, a really little great one-off we did at one point. So, you know, we try and do kind of little things like that on occasion. We'll just make that go over that. Nope, the funnel bloody Claire's potato-based dessert stand is in the way. Bloody hell, Claire.
I mean, you know, you like when people are in the way. You don't mind it when it's Ben or anyway. You're always in the way of the door. You don't complain.
Okay.
I mean, you do complain, but you don't actually like mind.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. Okay, there we go. We'll just go over the top here, over the top of Theresa May, and around the side here. And we'll actually, I'm gonna go over the very top of the entrance to the park. You can actually literally drive over the entrance to the park, which is kind of cool. And then we'll actually... you know what we're going to do? We're going to nip underground at one point, and then we're going to tunnel into Mexico that way. Into Mexico land. So there we go. Yeah, lovely. So we'll just tunnel under there. I kind of want this go-kart track to go, like, literally across the entire park. So then we'll just kind of come up in this sort of a direction. I can't actually see what's going on. What's going on in the chat while I'm just kind of building this?
Just people are talking about some of the rides that you've done in that Someone is asking, did Orwell happen? You know, the one that was like an Orwell themed.
I'm not sure anyone made an Orwell right away. There were a lot of suggestions, so we couldn't do, you know, quite all of them, unfortunately. We did try, you know, I think a lot of people have put a lot of effort into kind of getting some of them in, but we couldn't quite get all of them, unfortunately.
People are quite impressed with your ability to recall exactly like the tone of every single bit of the end card.
I really hope the bear's not still around. The bear is still around! The bear's still around! The bear's still around! I would untie and save, you understand, but there is a hovercraft. Good news, guys! Elephant's here! Yay! And then there's a weird noise that someone actually makes who's being hit by the elephant, but it's not me, so I can't make that noise because it's in whatever language they're speaking. In Far Cry 3, which I can't remember what it is because it's set in a fictional country that's kind of loosely based on like Nepal or Bangladesh, I think, but it's never actually kind of confirmed what it is.
Someone said we need a monorail thing and we need bridge ballast in case you.
There is bridge ballast. Look how someone actually built a bridge and built bridge ballast down here, down close by to Benor's dark and dangerous cave. And my milk gave me a sign ride. That absolutely does exist. In fact, actually, we can make the go-karts go underneath it. We can actually make the go-karts go underneath that, which would be really cool. So let's just actually bring the go-karts around here, close by to the path. And yeah, we can totally make the go-karts actually go underneath.
And Emily says I should run whilst I still have the chance. I'm not sure from what, but let's see. Bobtron wants to know if you'll do another Civilization 6 run maybe sometimes.
You know, I was thinking of like doing something like Civilization 6 in like the really highest difficulty, just to basically get stamped on for fun. But the interesting thing about it was, like, Civilization 6 has really disappointed me with, like, how the game's been since it came out, which is, like, they haven't really released anything aside from, like, a couple of paid packs containing a few new leaders, and all of them haven't been particularly exciting to my mind. So, like, I just kind of look at, like, that compared to what Stellaris has been doing, and I just think Stellaris has done such a better job at the post-launch game. So, like, I'm just way more, like, interested and into Stellaris, to be honest, so... that is just a thing in the way. Let's not go on that. Let's just go a little bit further up. Still a little bit further more up, actually. In fact, actually, we should probably just avoid that entirely. I've just been, way more impressed with the way Stellaris has handled its kind of post-launch period and all the new stuff it's added. So as a result, yeah, I've just been... Someone's building Fallout Land! Someone is claiming they are building Fallout Land, so we'll definitely need to go and keep a track on that.
Also, sometimes YouTuber says, I just realized we're missing a Curious Expedition ride.
That is true. We don't actually have a Curious Expedition ride. I think we've got various kind of vaguely kind of appropriate-ish rides. So I feel like we're kind of covered for that.
For Curious Expedition?
Yeah. We've definitely...
Like if someone wanted to do a grand tour using all the rides in the park, they could do that.
Yeah, I think it's that one's quite a difficult one. I think that one is actually quite a difficult one to do. So do we need the go-karts to go? Someone's just built a massive chessboard over here. I think that's the second massive chessboard actually in the entire park. So I kind of want my go-karts to go past all like the really cool bits. So my go-karts definitely have to like pass by close by to Benor Land. So you get to see Benor. It's kind of a little whistle-stop tour of like the themed bit. And after that, I'll probably make it move on to, yeah, past the Circus Maxima. So I'll probably kind of cut in this direction with this at this point. So we'll just kind of move that round. What else do we got? People in the chat, Claire.
Where is the new John's non-sexual pirate adventure, John?
I think someone built a pirate ship, but that was the Danish Crusaders theme, right? But you're right, there isn't actually there isn't actually a John's non-sexual pirate adventure yet, which does admittedly feel like an oversight. Someone slapped down a pirate ship and somehow theme it to be non-sexual, but, you know, sexual. That is my challenge to you. And Samaris is claiming they built an education in classics. White Linen Avenue is complete. Oh, bloody hell. Where's White Linen Avenue? Tell me where the bloody hell White Linen Avenue is. Because I want to say, I'm guessing someone's just built an entire street. Apparently there's John's non-sexual saucer adventure, is what I've just been informed. There is not John's non-sexual saucer adventure. So there is still one. Top of the park, I know where that is. That's close by to here. That's, oh, blimey. Okay, that's just... Yeah, there we are. So you can indeed buy yourselves white linen hats, white linen bandages, white linen information. I feel that should be white linen umbrellas, white linen balloons, white linen noodles, white linen sandwiches, white linen chicken McNuggets, white linen fried chicken, so you can get your white linen chicken in all different flavours. You know what? It's white linen-y stuff. Good old white linen witch's brew. Excellent. And Education Classics is close by to... Which Ice Mushroom Land? There's like 3. I think that's just a single one-off asset.
Well, it's a purple bus and it looks like...
This will be an Education in Classics.
Oh, that's cool.
Education in Classics, right here. Oh, blimey, I need to remember where my go-karts are. An Education in Classics is indeed, yep, they've just kind of used loads of little assets there, and that is the... I think it's just like, I think that's a variation of the twist, just kind of themed to be vaguely boaty. And there's one person come to get themselves an Education in Classics. Very, very nice indeed. Good, good, good. And close to the gardens in the corner. Someone just built something down in the gardens in the corner. I think that's what I've already seen. Excellent. Right, I need to get back to my go-karts now. We need to finish the go-karts, damn it. And we've got... Oh, yes. Loads of stuff just popped. Blimey, this is getting really busy at this point. Remember, this was empty. Remember when I zoomed out at the beginning? This was just completely empty.
Yeah, it's a really big theme park.
It's become a big old, my summer car alarm. My summer car alarm. Well, someone's renamed one of the car rides My Summer Car Alarm. Everyone's loving that bloody story. Excellent. There it is. There it is. I managed to find my flipping go-karts again.
You're gonna link it to the... Oh, you've not finished building the track yet.
No, it needs to be built. Yeah, I'm gonna bring it underground for a minute because being underground is always fun. Just kind of take it down a couple of levels, and then we'll kind of bring it back up close by to the Circus Maximus. We're going to have a dark underground scary bit. And then like that. Yes.
Just having a little look at the chat there. Someone wants to know if there is an erotic bakery yet. I don't believe that's an asset in the game that you can have.
I'm not sure there are erotic bakeries in the game. If someone wants to just basically find a bread-based thing and shove an erotic bakery on the edge of White Linen Row, that's acceptable.
It should go in the Matophobia world.
Actually, that's true. Find Matophobia world and someone build us a nice erotic bakery in the Mat world, close by to the Mat Coaster. We need an erotic bakery down close by to there. Right, there we are. So we've got ourselves just lower that.
Apparently you're completely unaware that a roller coaster just crashed. Apparently it was
a lot of roller coasters do crash. A lot of people, I think, actually just... I've had my eye on this for a while. A lot of people do actually... the Mat Coaster's next door to Mexico Land. That's where the Mat Coaster is. Someone put a walled Mat Land next to Mexico Land. So it's down right on the same wall of the park as the entrance is. That's where the Mat Coaster is, which is low excitement, high intensity, and makes you extremely nauseous. So that's where that's it. Bloody hell. Right, let's get this down if we can. And finally, the actual, the lawns are starting to be all mowed, which is nice. I'm glad the lawns are now starting to be mowed. Well done to the groundkeeping staff who have actually managed to make that happen. There's one thing I why I'm building a massive, great go-karts thing that I do actually want to show off, by the way. There's a really cool thing in RollerCoaster Tycoon 2 that's always been there, and I would actually just like to be able to show it off before we actually wrap up today. Some of you might not be aware of this, and if you're not, it's really, really damn cool. There's, there were, I wouldn't call them cheats, but there are a little bit of, like, some Easter eggs that were included in the original game, and they're all still there, I believe. So we are actually going to show off one of those. I can't remember all of them. Possibly some people in the chat will be able to help me out, because I can't remember all of them. Basically, it's names you can give to the guests, and it gives the guests special features, and it makes them, like, special and different. We've got, bloody hell, we're only to there. Right, maybe the go-kart track doesn't need to be the entire park. Oh dear, we've got... Oh yeah, this park here. I'm still kind of curious, what's this one up at the north? There's one, like, really up at the north, just north of Hell World, where someone's built, like, this little town, where there's, like, a coliseum, and like a little town and lots of ruins and loads of pillars and fountains. It's like, is someone like trying to make like, it looks like to me, like if I had to guess, just from the fact it's a mixture of like kind of classical, but also like walled city and also a bit of later stuff, I'd guess it was like someone was like trying to do like Roman Syria or something. But I'm genuinely not sure what it's going to be. Also, someone said they were making Fallout Land. Where actually is Fallout Land taking shape so I can actually have a look at that? Someone mentioned in the in-game chat where Fallout Land is, so we can go and have a little look, see how Fallout Land's getting on. Because someone did specifically flag they were getting on with that, and I can't remember where it is at this point. But someone did mention they were building Fallout Land. This might be Fallout Land, actually.
Someone said this is Rome Total War.
That's Rome Total War Land, is it? Yeah. Oh, because they built a plaza. They've built a plaza.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
They've got walls and a gate, and then they've actually built. Oh, that's really clever. What they've done is they've tried to recreate the buildings. They've recreated the buildings, so I'm guessing that's either like the training building or like the archery range, and then they've got like a coliseum, and then they've got like the temples, and that'll be the sewers or the public bathhouse, and that's the central plaza. Oh, that's so clever. Whoever built that one is really clever. That's bonus marks for whoever actually built an actual Rome Total War town and actually put some thought into how to do all the different buildings and actually include like the sewers and the baths and whatever. I was building it up north. My server crashed in the middle, close by to Sex the Stream. Sex the Stream is... it's in this corner. Oh, wow. Oh, that's cool.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Check that out. Okay.
That's really, really
I think that's Constrip David's work over there. He was claiming that, but I think a few people might have been working on it.
There's a giant spider.
Yeah, there is indeed a giant rad spider, together with just some abandoned cars on the road, lots of ruins and broken down stuff. Yeah, that's really cool. Well done. And Thomas Bunick saying he finished Killerby's castle. Which one was Killerby's castle? Was that the one over here close by to Australia? Was that Killerby's castle by Australia that he built over here? I'm not sure which one Killerby's castle was. Sexual bakery has been built. I've been told there is now a sexual bakery close by to Mataphobia Land. That's there we are. There is. Hang on, get rid of the land thing. Yep, there's the erotic bakery. Good old erotic. And there's the sexual bakery, because you need to have both. Excellent. Next to Aussie Land is... Oh, that's King Charles's fort, sorry. So in which case, which one's Killerby's castle? Is that the one with the chest nearby to the 3D cinema? I might upload this map someone once we're done. I don't blame you.
Just wanted to let you know that we currently in the chat have a poll about which is the most erotic bread.
Which is the most erotic bread? Oh, bloody hell. Matt, get out of the chat!
Actually, that was Cornelius that did that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, currently Baguette is winning.
What the heck have we got? Oh, wow. Okay. The Virginia reel, a terrible idea. I like a terrible idea, the giant Virginia reel there. Actually, it's hi. It's actually turned out to be a good roller coaster. That's turned out surprisingly well. Actually, I thought that would indeed be a terrible idea, but despite it's not actually got like extreme nausea, which I was really expecting. That someone's just built, I think someone's built like literally every shop that you can build on a single street. So you've actually got some nice options. So that's good. Oh dear, lovely. And then we've got, oops, someone's building a really big minecart as well. The Red Dead Redemption minecarts. Good old Red Dead Redemption minecarts. I like that someone's built a massive great roller coaster of that regard. Where the bloody hell is there's my go-kart. Right. Keep it cracking on. Claire, tell me what's going on in the world.
We are talking about the most erotic bread again. People are arguing in the comments now.
I was hoping if I ignored that it would go away, but no.
It's not ignored. Emily says, how is Bagel not winning? It literally has a hole in the middle.
Maybe some people look for more in their erotic breads than just a hole, Emily. Maybe some of us have romance in our bread souls. Bread
so
romance.
Which is the most erotic bread, John? Do tell us. You clearly have an opinion.
The most erotic bread is a croissant.
Huh.
Because...
That's not bread.
Yes, it is.
No.
It's bread.
It's not bread.
Bread, Claire.
It's not
Shut
bread.
up, bread. It's Claire. Don't. I just called Claire bread. Read into that what you want. Psychologists is going to have a field day with that one. In the middle of our conversation about bread, I just called Claire bread.
Well, But croissant is not bread.
Oh, I'm not sure if I've just dropped. I may have just dropped, but that's fine. I can just...
Maybe the server was disappointed in
Oh
you
no, I think
somehow croissant
Derpy
is
has just
bread.
told me the server finally died.
Oh, no!
We might have actually killed Derpy. Can we fix it, or is this the end?
A sometimes YouTuber gave us £2, thank you, and said all caps tiger bread is most erotic. I don't know what that means. I don't know what tiger bread is, but whatever.
Constance Davis is yelling at me I ruined his house. What, by running a go-kart track through it? I've run a go-kart track through a lot of people's houses, alright. Oh man, I literally just got John's YouTube journey running. So, yells someone, unfortunately, we're gonna have to, if we can get this working, we'll have to revert to an earlier state.
Oh no, did you ruin everybody else's fun?
I didn't.
Oh, I think we choose to blame you.
Remember that we asked Derpy to make the server work. So this is really Derpy's fault for ruining everything.
Thank you to Lachlan, who gave us 10 Australian dollars and says it's been fun watching, but I must sleep. It's 4:40 a.m. Yes, indeed. Good night, and thank you so much for
Thank you
staying up for so
very
long.
much for joining us and for the donations. Absolutely.
Shut up, Reddit's Claire is now being...
Shut up, Reddit's Claire. Look, okay, no. To answer while we're trying to fix the server, or Derpy's trying to do that, croissants
Oh, pastry.
are flaky. So they're nice to caress. And like when you break them open, they're kind of nice and moist and stuff.
That's because they're not... They're like literally just made of butter. Like, can you... Okay, tell me what bread is. Define bread.
I can't define bread. Okay,
Yes, you can.
define car. Define a car for me.
Okay, fine. I see
Ha!
your
Ha!
point.
You also can't
However-
define basic day-to-day
No,
words.
but I can define bread for you.
No, okay, define bread for me.
It's made with flour and water and salt and yeast. That's literally what goes into it.
Oh,
That's the
really? So you're
additives.
telling me that the various societies that produce bread using a different variety of ingredients and don't use yeast, say...
Okay. It's made with any type of flour, a liquid.
Mm-hmm.
And that is it. You can add different things into it, but you cannot say, like, half of the ingredients.
So,
is
like, for
butter.
example, butter. So, something like that, you literally just said to me, butter.
You can add stuff into it in certain, like, in, you know, a small amount, but if you say, now instead of being made...
People are implying to me I should now be able to, I should hopefully be able to now quit to menu and rejoin. John, your perception. Right, I'm going to quit to menu. I'm guessing I'm not saving because I don't own the server. And now the music kicks off. Where's the...
Emily says in supermarket croissant on bread though.
There it
But,
is.
like,
There it is.
supermarkets are wrong, and you shouldn't buy croissant in supermarkets.
There
and you
we
should
go.
buy croissant at the
We're back.
bakery.
We're back. We're back. Yay, don't worry, everything's fine. Everything's fine. And I didn't even lose any progress. Well done, Derpy. That was a really recent
Oh, yeah, that's
autosave.
great.
It must have been a really recent autosave.
Okay, let's have a look at John's YouTube journey though, if it's working now.
If YouTube's...
Oh no!
No, that's a desync. That's a desync. It's fine.
Okay, it looked exactly the same from where I was sitting. Okay.
Okay, it's waiting for a cable lift. Whatever that means. Okay. Yeah. Also, there's some really creepy music being piped in right now. Why is that? There it is. Okay, let's follow John's YouTube journey. Well, it started off on the up, which is inaccurate. If you're actually doing John's YouTube journey, it should like start off on the flat and completely boring and go incredibly slowly for a few months at the beginning when no one was watching. Because this is starting off way too fast and exciting. Like, it's already at like 90 kilometers an hour and we've barely even begun. This is very, very inaccurate. The Danish Crusaders still haven't been fixed. That amuses me for some reason. And we have got ourselves, yep, so now locates on the main view over here. I'm not sure there's a way to, I'm not sure there's a way I can trigger this to follow into the camera just to follow this one. I can follow it in the mini window, but I'm not sure I can just follow as the main thing to follow it. So now just zooming along here, up towards the various newer coasters that are showing up. Yes, Claire?
Thank you to some other guy, part 2, Electric Boogaloo, second best name in the chat, who gave us $20 US and said the obvious choice for sexiest bread is any bread fresh out of the bakery. That is correct.
Not that fresh. You don't want it to be too hot inside for when the sexual stuff kicks off. Like, it's got to be warm and moist, but not, like, too hot. Like, chia batter straight out of the oven, you wouldn't want to. You wouldn't. And, like, sure, like, like people pointing out, like, having a hole in the middle isn't just the be-all and end-all. Because, like, donuts have got a hole in the middle, but also they've got, like, sugar, which would be very abrasive. So it's not necessarily that sexual. John's YouTube journey just went pink. Excellent. This is a very big, long roller coaster. There's a long period.
Is that the crash of CPM?
No, this is John's YouTube journey.
No, but that big fall right
This
there.
that might be this. Oh, that's horrendously uncomfortable. That might well be the CPM. This is going to have ridiculously bad stats on it, and now it loops around close by to total.
It makes everybody very ill.
Oh, wait, hang on. Is it intentionally visiting all the different rides that are based on videos? Because it did just swing round by close by to Medieval 2, then Total War, and it swung by one of the Solaris rides. I think it might actually be intentionally a ride that's actually going close by to all of the other rides. Oh, blimey, there's big stuff jumping up here. I'm not sure if that's intentional. It might just be like going literally everywhere, and also it's failed. Oh, it's going backwards. Oh no! No, the subs. Where are they going? Oh god, no! Oh no! Oh god! What is this? Oh, this can't be. Wait, where's? Oh no!
Oh.
Claire, delete the channel.
No.
You know where the button is. Go and delete the channel.
No.
Straw poll. Now that John's YouTube journey has crashed, do I need to destroy the channel? Yes or no? You said you made it work! You just told me you made this work! Can't believe it. What?
FYI, just so you know, right now the croissant, bread or pastry poll is being won by pastry at 62%.
Yep. We know democracy fails. We've been seeing that a lot recently, alright? Mm-hmm. This means nothing. Nothing. Now, there was a massive great roller coaster just built over here. John's supposed Skyrim borals. Excellent. Is this one? No, this one is not. I'm not sure if it's quite being built yet. Excellent. Patreon land there. Someone's just thrown down another roller coaster over here. It's a fairly nice, simple one here. I had my eye on this for. I swear that was used to be a bigger roller coaster. They've just kind of rebuilt it as a smaller one. I just love the Podcats being a really underwhelming roller coaster. That cheers me up no end.
Thomas.
What?
Thomas just dipped into the channel to do into the chat to give us a poll. It says delete the channel options. Yes, or yes.
Thomas has a word, like, you know, when we talk about Matophobia's weird thing for bread, the weird thing is Thomas's thing for polls. Thomas has a weird thing for polls. Like, I think that this possibly, like, Thomas gets aroused by straw poll. Possibly the straw poll interface.
Oh, great. Now we're just speculating on people's kinks.
Mm-hmm. Which includes straw poll, I think.
We're now, okay.
Just create a straw poll. Is Thomas sexually aroused by straw poll based on his previous behaviour? Yes or no? Go. And let's find out what the community thinks. Do. And also, while I'm testing simultaneously, can you squeeze a go-kart track in the middle of, actually through the centre of a, can't.
Thank you to Finley Douglas, who gave us £3 and said bread and pastry. Are you saying, Finley, that croissants are simultaneously bread and pastry? Because that's maybe weird. I'm not sure.
Can I actually fit this? I'm not sure whether you even can. And also, the perspective sometimes is a little bit tricky in this game. Little bit. No, I don't think you can actually thread the needle by getting this through the middle, unfortunately. Which is a shame. So we will just cut straight over the top of Mushroom World instead. Nice. And then we have got ourselves...
There's now a straw poll in the chat about whether Thomas is sexually aroused by straw polls.
Yeah. There we go. Let's find out the truth of it. Let's find out the truth of it right now.
Sorry, Thomas. Sorry, Thomas. This is like literally an order from my boss.
Yeah.
And thank you to Stuart O'Hara who gave us £2 and expresses the opinion that clearly the best bread is 2 nice, soft, large baps.
I like a couple of nice soft baps. Boom, boom, wobble up a dub dub.
You alright?
Yes, I'm fine. Oh, someone's put a little runway in front of the... Someone's actually put a little runway in front of the thing. That's cute, in front of a plane. Oh dear. This is taking longer than I thought it was. This is going to be a really, really long go-kart track. Might just start bringing it in at this point. Start bringing... Oh, someone's built something new of it. Oh, someone's built really...
95% agree.
Someone has brought us someone to set up Captain John's non-sexual pirate adventure. It's back, but it's fabulous, and it's also
so fabulous.
it's a weird look into.
It's surrounded by carnivorous plants.
It's a weird look into my own sexual psyche there, because it's a top hat skeleton naked in the middle of a patch of Venus flytraps.
And it has a lot of, like, you know,
together with
fountains.
mighty erupting water spouts, surrounded by rainbow colours and kind of neon technicolor. It's this is very interesting. It's very interesting.
Bob Bublington wants to know what you're on and could he have some? Thank you to Simon Todd who gave us £2 and says, John, write my IT dissertation for me, #dying.
I don't think you'd like me to. Seriously, I don't think you would.
Thomas says he voted yes on the poll.
Thomas says he voted yes. Excellent.
Cornelius also did a new poll asking for the best stream mod /husbando. Whether it's Cornelius, Thomas, or ha 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 ha, you have to be kidding me. You have to be kidding me is winning. Everybody knows I'm the best stream mod. Come on. And even if you didn't all say that in the poll, then if it didn't win, I could still say that because I have voice chat.
Yep, that is true.
Thomas says he's almost as sexually aroused by polls as by John's sexy voice.
Wow, this stream got weird fast.
No, it got weird really slowly, John. Plus, you started it.
And now, fresh from the bakery, it's our special guest, Mataphobia, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, arse, flip, arse and flip. And Mataphobia had to go. I think he's just got disconnected. That's a terrible shame. Right, let's get this thing connected in. We'll just go around the outside of Why Not Wednesday and pretend it didn't happen to accurately recreate real life. Those who don't know what happened to Why Not Wednesday, Why Not Wednesday was basically just retired because it was basically redundant, because we were doing loads of one-off anyways, so I feel like we didn't really need Why Not Wednesday anymore, because we were doing loads of... Also, guests are getting lost. Check whether your footpaths need improving. I don't blame them. Oh, blimey, someone is the gardener of Skyrim up here. Someone is doing a really, really nice job gardening Skyrim. Also, there's been a little bit of extra work being done up here in Whiterun, which is nice. Some people have put up some extra archery targets, and the temple area has been kind of fenced off, and there's been some extra flowers, and a dinosaur put on the top of Dragon's Reach, and all these extra water things. Very nice. I like it, guys. Well done. I think I need the go-karts to go up. I need the go-karts to go up to Skyrim, but I think they're going to struggle to get up there. I'm going to have to build this up a little bit just to make sure we actually are allowed to do that. Now if I go in here... Yeah, I'm just going to tunnel up. I'm going to tunnel up into Skyrim. There we go. Now, there we go. And just one more down as well. Nice! And we are...
Ooh, we've got a new currency in the Super Chat donation.
A currency you've never seen before?
Yeah, that I haven't seen anyway in Super Chat. Thank you to Kiwi, who gave us 500 Hungarian florins. Florins?
Hungarian's not on the... I thought they'd be on Euro by now. Are they not?
I guess not.
They're in the European... Hungary's in the
They
European...
have a huff. They have Hungarian florins.
They have...
Which symbol is a huff. H-U-F.
The Hufflepuff currency.
I know, right? That's nice.
Nice.
Anyway, thank you for that, Kiwi. And they say Benor caps at level 30.
Yep, don't worry. Don't worry. We got plans for Benor. Don't panic.
And, you know, I mean... Can Benno really cap?
Yeah,
He
I mean,
doesn't really.
does it even matter if Benor's like at his level cap? Surely we love Benor enough we just travel with him anyway.
Like, yeah, and I mean, like, it says he caps, but like, come on, he's like already all super awesome, so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Florence like in Medieval 2, except it's Florent with like a T at the end. I think I said it wrong the first time because of Medieval 2.
Oh, thank God, we've nearly made it. I've nearly managed to get the bloody go-kart track back to home.
Ooh, what's all the little like not Ferris wheels? What are the name of that?
Oh, blimey, you're right. There's
yeah.
What the bloody hell? They haven't got names. Someone has just thrown down 10 merry-go-rounds.
Merry-go-rounds, that's correct.
Except there's also a dinosaur, and some of them are different colours. I think there's some form of joke here, and I can't tell what it is. But someone has created dinosaur Ferris wheel land in that. This is the area that's been set aside the entire game. All we need are carousels, yells someone. Okay. Alright. That's fine. That's absolutely... Oh, I'm now lost. I'm lost in this park at this point. I'm so bloody lost. Right, all I need to do is get this over to... Oh, just to get this over to there. Oh, we're so close. We're nearly flipping done with the go-karts. Oh, God. There we are. Over the top. Over the top. That's at 6 meters. This is... Oh, that's way too high up. Okay, we need to get it way down.
And thank you to Ella, who gave us £5 and says, I agree with Claire that croissant on bread, but I agree with John that they sure are damn sexy. Hashtag demfolds. Hashtag yes. I never said that croissant weren't sexy. I just said they weren't bread.
Mm-hmm. Why'd you have to be such a bread fascist, Claire?
Okay. Wow. That's...
Hashtag bread fascist.
No. That's a Strowman argument.
Mm-hmm. Right, let's see if we can... Is this going to... Nope, it needs to be a little bit higher than that. And... There we are. And oh my God, John's YouTube journey just made a successful loop. It took many attempts, which I should deem very offensive, therefore, that it took so many attempts to actually...
No, you don't, because it took you a long time to get off as a YouTuber to get off the ground. I think that makes sense.
You didn't phrase that well the first time there.
Yes, that's why I rephrased it. You don't need to point it out. I'm foreign!
You can only use that excuse for so long. You can only use that excuse.
I'll stop using that excuse when I get British citizenship.
Mm-hmm. Oh dear. I'm getting rid of the Witcher's Brew Stand 2 just to make room for my go-karts, damn it.
Shocking.
I know.
What's that thing where it looks like there's like little characters like going on a little cloud?
Little characters. I think it's just a variant. I think it's like a dragon twist ride.
Okay.
I think it's a dragon twist ride.
Oh God, it's going really slow now.
I think it's just slowing down to stop to let people off.
Oh good, it's not the game.
No, yeah. I think we're fine.
No,
we're all right.
I'm sorry that I phrased that wrong, and now the chat is making.
now John takes a long time to get off. Hashtag.
Sorry, okay.
Okay, so we can have a maximum of 21 cars in 1920s racing cars. What? Actually, I didn't even come up with a pun for this. Let me chat. What should the title of the go-karts be? The ridiculously large number of go-karts I've just created. It's also going to need an entrance and exit while we're letting the YouTube chat decide what it needs to be called, damn it. Oh, dear. Oh, blimey heck. Right. Oh, and you can just let everyone out at the back there. We can just set that up, but it's going to need an actual thing there. There we go. That's more like it. And then we've got, actually, I might just make it go over the top and then back over itself. And then it can just go down a little bit. And then we'll just get this up. And actually, it's not quite going to be. It needs to go down a little bit in this direction first, just to actually have the space to get around here. Is that going to be good enough? Does that need to be lowered first? Straight up? Yep, fine, beautiful. Right. So, what we're going to do here with the 21 ridiculous car race is... Yeah, what we're going to do here is... No, you know what? One lap. One lap is fine.
One lap of what?
Of the go-karts is fine. I don't think we need 3 laps.
Like you
I don't think we need...
You come on the ride without paying, and then it's like, here, 5 rides.
Yeah. Fine. So what we need to do is we need to find someone. I'm gonna basically what I really like about the go-karts is you can literally watch them because the AI will actually drive and race each other, which is really cool. So we're gonna let everyone come onto here. And when they start, I believe they start filling it up from the front, and it waits for a full load before it actually sets off. So we're going to let them all go to the front. Actually, no, it looks like they are kind of fairly randomly settling themselves out, so that's fine. So I'm just going to bring the camera around here. So if you name guests, it can affect their speed at the go-karts, which I absolutely adore, that's actually a thing. So what we're going to do is we're going to wait for someone who chooses to go, like, right to the back of the go-karts. So they'd be in the worst position because the people at the front have the advantage. Then we're going to rename one of them. We're going to rename one of them. Just to, there we are, someone's coming towards the back now. But yeah, they don't always go, I don't think they often, actually maybe they do gravitate to the front and then they actually backfill. It looked to me like the first person went to the middle. We're just gonna, John's non-sexual saucer ride is broken down. There's now several non-sexual John rides in the park, which I do love. Let's see if you are actually just kind of filling towards the back. It looks like you are, actually. So we'll let someone go to this very car at the back. And once we know who that person's going to be, then at that point we'll rename that person. This person's going to be pretty far at the back. Good old Rocky L here. So actually, I might not be able to do this because we have been having trouble renaming people. This server doesn't always like that. I'm going to rename him Michael Schumacher, if I'm allowed to. Please let me do this. Yes, I am allowed to. Right. So, our guy is right here. So he's right at the back. And then they're going to be allowed to set off. And now there's just a massive traffic jam. And you'll see all the cars now just setting off and on their way. But if this is, you can see right there, he can now travel twice as fast as everyone else. Except he's deliberately managed to get himself stuck behind someone else. But basically, we're going to see now if he can just basically make it through traffic. So if he can make it through, if he can just basically get some clear in front of him, he will win this race. Come on, Michael Schumacher. There's others you can do as well. I think the other one is Damon Hill. I think it's Damon Hill and Michael Schumacher are the names you're allowed to use in this game to speed up these people. So, as a result, yeah, he's now back out of the tunnel. He's passing through Mexico land. He's into Matt land. He's saying, okay, now he's got some clear air in front of him, and you can really see him whizzing ahead now. He's going underneath the bridge of bridge balance this exact moment in time. No, he's actually looping around there, but there he is, look at him, he's tearing it up now. Oh, he's basically just cheating. Cheating like Anakin Skywalker in episode 1, who entered a race with a faster car, because that's just bloody cheating. And yeah, he is now just, look at him go versus the others. When he can actually just have a bit of just clean air in front of him, he will literally just absolutely annihilate everybody. I'm not sure if he's winning yet. No, he's not, because the other guys at the front had a real head start. But he's moving into an overtaking position. He passes by the Danish Adventure, and now he just needs to move into an overtaking position, damn it. Oh, he's a bit stuck. He's a bit boxed in. There he is in the blue car. Come on, you magnificent bastard. We just need to follow your adventures. Yeah, okay, now he's got some clear air. He's got a clean lane in front of him, because, yeah, they do actually have lanes. Moves over into the other lane. He's in a good position to straight away overtake. No, just overtake. He's probably a little bit over halfway through right now. I'm not sure if he's actually winning right now. There's definitely at least 2 cars ahead of him, and he was about to overtake that guy, then he decided to move into the wrong lane. There he goes. He's still got some cars ahead of him, but he's now got some clear air. If he just stays in his current lane, he doesn't. He's an idiot. Oh, the other car blocked him. Oh, that's aggressive brake checking right there. I think he's moving into 3rd place. He's got a medal finish. Into 2nd. Can he win this? Oh, time's running out. He's coming up on Skyrim. No, he's passing by Why Not Wednesdays. Then comes the climb. The climb up to Skyrim. I think he's in 1st place. I think Michael Schumacher has this because he's basically cheating. But I really, really enjoy this. I really just enjoy the go-karts and just kind of race them against each other and giving like the fast driver name to someone else. But yeah, he's miles ahead. He's miles ahead of everyone right now.
So the chat says that if you name your driver Mr. Bean, they slow down.
I didn't know that one. I think it's David and Michael Schumacher speed up. I couldn't remember what the slowdown was. So the problem is he actually gets to do a victory lap now. The winner gets to do a victory lap. Which is kind of unfortunate. So, luckily he's Michael Schumacher, so we can do it pretty quickly. He might even lap someone, I don't know. Also, can't help but notice, guys, our park currently has a park rating of... What happened to our park rating? What?
Maybe people kept dying.
Why is the park rating that bloody low? Crashes, I think.
Crashes? Maybe you can't.
Let's go over to some thoughts here.
Too much walking? Maybe.
I'm hungry, guys. There's not enough places to eat. Dear, oh dear. I may have drowned Theresa May. I think someone named someone Theresa May, then drowned her. Dear,
Excellent.
dear, oh flipping dear. Right, as long as Theresa May's fabulous adventure's still there, that's absolutely fine with its beautiful fields of wheat.
Also, Thomas wanted to know if you're going to be playing RollerCoaster Tycoon 3 at any time.
I might give it a look, yes, but I don't think it's kind of a huge priority. What?
GA says people are unhappy because John's YouTube career literally killed them all.
Oh, that is true. Kind of. What on earth have people been? What have people been building here? Wait, what on earth happened to the go-karts in What happened to the Patreon go-karts? What the? We had a pile-up in the patron carts.
Whoops.
I didn't know what's actually happening.
Is there a guy running on the what?
That's really weird. Okay, I'm gonna stop it and then I'm gonna double close it to force the things back and I'm gonna reopen it and hopefully that's gonna. Now there's only 3 carts. Wait, what? How can there only be 3 carts when... Okay, fine. Alright, excellent. And then we've got a really tiny roller coaster here. We've got the... Oh! The hordes are coming soon. Oh, I really like that. Right at the edge of the park, someone's built one of the Medieval 2 hordes coming.
Yes!
It's just a huge number of elephants and horses coming really, really damn soon. Oh, that's nice. Just got some nice rowing boats over here. Nice little castle. Australia. Australia's just...
Set down Australia.
Good. You know what Australia really needs, to be honest? It has, if I can remember where it is. Where are the giant spiders? Australia needs giant spiders.
That's very true. Are there snakes?
I don't think there's snakes. I know we have giant spiders somewhere because I've seen them being...
Yeah, because we used one on top of
I've seen them elsewhere. I assume it's just in the anomalous, but can you see a giant spider? I cannot see a giant spider. It must be somewhere because I have literally... Oh no, that was the spider ride. That was the spider ride. Ah, okay. I'm going to slap down an extra spider ride. Just so we've actually got a spider ride here. Here we are. That's... Too many attractions rides. I can't create new attraction rides.
Yes!
Okay, we filled the park. We have officially filled the park. The park is now full. There's nothing more we can do. Also, there's just a sign in Australia. It simply reads, Australia Corner Skips was here. The person who created Australia Corner just decided to leave a little mark. Oh, excellent. We beat the game, yells someone. Yeah, that's one way of phrasing it. There's a lovely, let's see how this worked out at the end. Very high, very high, high. That's actually a good roller coaster. Well done. Very well done.
Someone took a screen grab of the miniature park approval rating, park rating.
Excuse me. John's YouTube journey appears to be low excitement, ultra extreme nausea.
Aww.
Excuse me. Whoever built John's YouTube journey, you've done it wrong. You've done it so damn wrong.
Yeah. Thomas has taken a picture of the... Is that what you meant? Never mind. Someone, I think probably Thomas.
Yeah.
Because he said that was me, but he didn't say about what. Someone's posted a picture of the miniature park rating to Reddit and named it YouTube CPM.
Yeah.
And it's basically just crashing.
Excellent.
To the ground.
Okay, right, let's see what we can do.
Sometimes YouTuber says, but John, look at all the G's your park has.
This is very, very true. Now I'm just curious whether I can actually, in terms of rides, whether you're allowed to... Let's actually just kind of, get this satisfaction. Oh dear, the satisfaction isn't great. Yes, sort the satisfaction. Let's actually have a look, see what we've got here. So, just in terms of status, that doesn't actually rate. Let's figure out which of our rides are actually popular. So, assuming the ones we don't know, popular rides include the Hogwarts Express.
Woo!
100% popular. Special.
Well, obviously, it's magical, John.
Special awards go to people who made rides that have 100% or high popularity. Brexit Simulator.
Woo! Is that because it just crashed?
I think one person went on it, was happy, and then we blew it up. Yes. Trump's Dyer has 100% popularity because it's literally an elevator, so it kind of does what people were expecting it to. The world's #1 roller coaster, very good on the popularity front there. Very, very nice indeed. Sex the Monorail. Danish Crusaders! Well done to Conscript David. Danish Crusaders apparently very, very popular indeed. In fact, weirdly, the really deliberately terrible monorail. I'm not sure I believe this popularity is actually that useful. Let's find a more useful metric. Satisfaction. And we've... Okay, that's where some more interesting figures actually start showing up right there. Because, yeah, now all of a sudden there's no 100%. But world's #2 roller coaster does have 75% satisfaction. I'm kind of interested that world's #1 roller coaster is... Where's that? Where's the world's #1 roller coaster? Hang on. Hang on. World's number... What? There's #2 at 75. World's #1, there it is. World's #1 at 70. Even though they're literally identical.
5% difference.
I don't know. They should be completely identical. Total. Okay, let's figure out what the most used ride has been. Crash and Smolder. Who built Crash and Smolder? Whoever built Crash and Smolder, you have actually managed to get the most riders of anyone in the entire part. You've got 4,500 customers. Trump's Dyer, despite being an elevator, has got over 3,500. YouTube CPM, just a bit over 3,000 there. World's #2 roller coaster, 3,300. Weirdly, like, double world's #1 roller coaster, so... People not with great taste there, they're deliberately opting for #2. School bus riders actually had a ridiculously large number, despite being very, very pleasant. Evil John strikes as well. Some really, really nice stuff there. Circus Maximus, that's a good ride. That's a load of customers. Well done indeed. Age the Odd. What was the very first one? Let's actually figure out what the very first roller coaster was. It was Keep On Going Around. I'm not actually sure.
What's that one?
Which one was Keep On Going Around? Hang on, that was the very first merry-go-round. Someone just kind of came in and slapped down a merry-go-round over in part of UK land. That was actually what we had over there. What has a queue right now? A lot of stuff has nobody in the queue. There's a lot of we've got a lot of problems with people leaving our park because our park rating is now 0. It's now currently 30. Why is our park rating 30? We're not that bad. The park's fine, you bastards. But yeah, currently we've got John's supposed Skyrim Morals has a massive queue. Well done, whoever actually made that. Guest favourite. Oh, hang on. Okay. YouTube CPMs is by far the favourite. Most, that 241 people. That's their favourite ride in the park, together with Crash and Smolder. So yeah. Crash and Smolder has indeed been extremely popular as well. That was, yeah, this one over here. That has been very, very nice indeed. I haven't really kept a close eye on that one, but the ratings are indeed high, very high, and medium. And basically nobody likes the mat ride, which feels somehow appropriate. That actually it seems to be Matland no entry. It's not even open. Also, the park got the most confusing park layout award. You know what? I can believe it. I can believe it. This got the most flipping, the most confusing part layout. I feel like I should just basically, probably just gonna screen cap this right now. We're just gonna cut this out, and that's gonna be the thumbnail for the bloody highlight. Because this is indeed, yes, it's a bit of an insane mess. It must be flipping said. Dear oh flipping dear. But yes, I think we've actually seen, this is the moment where, yeah, if there's anything that I've kind of missed, now text chat or people in-game chat, it's time to tell me if I've not seen a ride, because I think we're going to wrap this up now. We've been going for... Actually, we didn't go for about 3.5 hours. We didn't actually start properly until 4:30. So, patron carts. Someone is saying the patron carts. Oh, yeah, the patron carts. Oh, no, I've seen that. I have shown that off. It just wasn't working. Yeah, it wasn't working the last time I was there. So we do indeed...
There's still like a janitor or someone like running around.
I think he's just trapped in the middle. Oh, they've deliberately trapped John the useless janitor. That's the only reason this go-kart track is here. It's to track me. It's to trap me right here, so I can literally never leave Patron Land. I am trapped, And also there is apparently near the land of near Carousel Land there is, I am also told, ad revenue. There is ad revenue which is a slide.
Oh.
It just slides down. There is ad revenue, the slide right there. The patrons control you and keep you from leaving, says Thomas there. Excellent. So there we are. As we zoom, the park we've hit 0, have we? I think, yeah, the park rating is currently 0. The park rating is currently 0. There's I mean, I'm not really sure how it's 0. I mean, I know we've had a few crashes and whatever, but
like,
what?
It's only a few dead people. And
Oh, I think I see the problem here.
What?
Somebody's put up a no entry sign at the exit of the park. Unhappy guests physically can't leave.
Oh. Who did that?
This is why the park rating is 0. John the useless janitor has drowned.
No!
Somebody drowned John the useless janitor. Okay, now I'm letting the angry people who hate the park leave, which should hopefully mean that, yes, now...
Cornelius in the chat says Thomas claimed responsibility at least twice. I'm assuming you mean for closing the exit door to the park.
Yeah.
Thomas ruined everything again.
Oh dear. Well, on the plus side, as we kind of, you know, focus last minute, and also we just pop a balloon. You click on the balloons to pop them. As we kind of, you know, take one last look at the Theresa May ride, a giant spider in a field of wheat, I'd say we should probably wrap things up here. Thank you very, very much, the patrons. Alright, I'll give you a chance to say goodbye in just a second. Thank you very, very much to all of the people on Patreon who came off this. This has been fun. This has been a fun little thing to do. I am planning to do another one of these, in fact. Many of you will be aware, Just Cause 3, it's previously unofficial multiplayer mode, just kind of became semi-official. Square Enix has kind of embraced it, and it is actually now properly available through Steam. So I am thinking that at some point in the not too distant future, we will indeed be doing a Just Cause 3 multiplayer stream again. Now again, just because of like we literally won't be able to fit many people in a server, we will almost certainly and very likely do this as part of like a community play day for Patreon again. This has worked pretty well, so I think we will likely do this again. So if you are potentially interested in coming along to the next community play day, then you can find a link to our Patreon in the description below. And also, as well as that, actually literally later this evening, I'll be putting out a submission call for the Patreon cast. That's the podcast I do monthly. There's just for the Patreon, so they get to take part in the play days. They get the monthly Patreon cast as well. The submission call where you can ask any question you fancy will be going out later this very, very evening, which will be very, very good indeed. Thank you to everyone who decided to donate through the super chat. It really makes these things actually worth doing for us. That's why we do these on a weekly basis these days. Oh, the bear is still around. The bear,
yeah.
The bear is still around. The bear is still around. The bear is still around. The bear's not around anymore. So long, bear.
Did you drown the bear?
Good night, sweet bear.
Did you just drown the bear?
Yes, the bear is no longer... Hang on. The bear is... not still around.
Wow.
There
You're
we
a
are.
Poet.
At this point, people can't... Well, I mean, see, the people who, like, already got on the ride when it was called the bear is still around, they probably should have their money back. But the people who get on now, they knew what they were getting in for, damn it. I can't bear this anymore. Unbearable. Yells the chat. Yes, indeed. So... we will likely... I think Derpy was saying he actually made a copy of this park, so this park might... we might release this...
If you want to, like, somehow work to fix this park...
Yeah, if you want to try and fix this park, I think hopefully we might actually be, if we're very lucky, we might actually be able to make it available at some point. We'll have to actually... we'll have to see if we can do that. Hopefully we will indeed be able to. But yes, prepare... Okay, Discord chat, prepare. We're about to do an outro... And, okay, it's going to be, you're going to have your turn to do this. Alright, you ready for this, Discord chat? Say yes, and I'll be able to see you're acknowledging that. Discord chat, I could literally, there we go, good. Okay, you ready? Okay, it's going to go, the order we're going to do the outro in, it's going to be me, then it's going to be Claire, and then you're going to say that we've been whatever, alright? You understand how the format goes, alright? So we're going to make this work. It's going to be absolutely, okay, but quiet now. I'm going to put your volume up now, but don't say anything until it's your turn, alright? Are we clear? Alright, we're clear. Alright, yep, good, right. So, ladies and gentlemen, this has been the RollerCoaster Tycoon 2 Patron livestream community play day thing. Thank you all so very, very much for coming out and joining us. Thank you very much in particular to the people who donated through Super Chat. Really makes this worthwhile for us. Thank you to anyone who, well, thank you to all the patrons, of course, all the patrons of the people who actually came out here. Thank you also very much for you guys, and yep, they will find a link if you want to join them and maybe take part in the next community play day, which I'm sure will be coming up in the not too distant future. But in the meantime, I've been John.
I've been Claire.
That was pretty good. That was pretty damn good. Thank you all so very, very much for watching, and goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.